It's like 8 hours and 20 minutes. I'm cool. Let's do that.
She doesn't. She doesn't care. Annabelle doesn't give a shit.
What time is that for us, Tony?
6.
Okay. 6. Good. Better get started.
Alright. So previously on Dungeons and Dragons, this group of 7 adventurers, intrepid as they are, went to stop a terrible dragon cult from raising the Queen of Dragons, the dragon god Tiamat, from the 9 hells. They wanted to prevent this cult from bringing that dragon back and ushering in a new age of dragon rule over the world. They found themselves in an ice castle, which was key to the cult's plans to get to the portal, the gate to hell, where they were going to bring her from. And they killed all the cultists on the castle and prevented the castle from reaching the cult, and took it instead to go and pick up a load of giants to try and create some kind of giant force that might be able to stand against the cult. Unfortunately, the cult beat them to it through whatever means, however that happened. The giants were attacked in the Grey Mountains up in the spine of the world, and they fled or were killed. And the party, alongside Blagathus and the ogres and the stone giants, took on 2 dragons. One of whom was Venomfang, who the party fought many moons ago. And they won, came out just about unscathed, people getting pretty badly injured there, but everybody getting out. The dragons falling, and the party now with an ice castle and not sure what to do, decide to make good on their promise to Wrath, to go to Thay to try to liberate Thay from the rule of a Lich that has taken up the kind of mantle of ruler, Tam. And the last thing that we saw was you guys stepping into a portal that Rathmodar had created, one that Seraphina had stolen from him. She gave quickly back. And you guys blink out of existence, out of the cold ice castle, into slightly warmer climates as you step out of the portal and appear in a large stone room. The stone floor beneath you is kind of warm comparatively beneath your feet compared to where you've been, and the room itself is much darker than you're used to, and it's difficult for your eyes to adjust. Like, it was bright light, the white and grey of the what looked like stone but was actually ice of the castle. Now you step into this very darkened stone room. It's a big square room. There are large stone chairs surrounding it, and really the first person that you see as you pop out is this young lady who's sat there ahead of you. She's... Oh, let me move that. She sat ahead of you, just kind of... She's kind of taken aback by the fact that you've appeared out of nowhere. And she looks no older than maybe 13, 14, dressed in red robes that are not dissimilar to Wrath's himself. And she's sitting on a chair, her legs sort of dangling down, not quite reaching the floor. These stone chairs are quite large. And sat next to her is this red and orange and black, what looks like a dire fox, if such a thing could exist. It's much bigger than a usual fox, as big as a dire wolf, but certainly fox-like, with strange patterns across its fur. As you look around the room, you can see that there are a number of other seated figures that are kind of half standing now, alarmed at your presence. One of them female just here, the other 3 male, all wearing an assortment of various slightly different robes, but all of them are orange and red in colour. And the first thing that you hear is a... Man, I have to see this photo now. Yeah, exactly that. The
Flareon.
Flareon, yeah. The first thing that you hear is a man immediately kind of... You can hear the kind of surprise in his voice as he's caught entirely by surprise. He just kind of says, "Ugh, What is the meaning of this? Who are you? What do you... Wrath? As he sort of squints down, notices that somebody he recognizes is standing at the kind of forefront of this group. And Wrath puts his hand up to kind of gesture and to speak. And before he can do anything, this young girl, only be 13, 14, kind of runs forward and she's like, Wrath! And she just grabs him around the waist and boom, bundles into him.
Oh.
And Wrath's like,
Roll for initiative.
yeah, all right, all right. Yeah, I'm back, Lily. It's all right. And he kind of ruffles her hair a little bit, and the fox you see kind of pads up, kind of slyly, sleekly moves up its eyes, really kind of glowing blue with this very, very dim light as it kind of glances over this group cautiously. And Lily's just like, Wrath, I didn't think you were going to come back. And Ray's like, well, you don't have to worry about that. I apologize, everyone. I know you weren't expecting me back, and I know you weren't expecting me to leave in the beginning. I apologize. And the one of the men, a bald man with his robes kind of end at the shoulder. He has no sleeves. And you can see these kind of rippling muscles. Is even when he's not tensing his arms, you can see that there's a sort of tightness to his musculature that's sort of slightly threatening. He stands up immediately, kind of steps over for a moment, only one step forward, but in this kind of dominant way, and just says, Wrath, you weren't expected back. Who have you returned with? This is extremely unusual. You have a lot of questions to answer. Wrath's like, I know. I realize that. These are my friends. You don't have to worry. They're not cultists. I got letter from Markath, and these gentlemen, they gave me a change of heart, and I see what you meant now. I don't think it was the right decision to seek their aid, though perhaps it was the only decision that was available to me at the time. Kind of nervously twitches his hands before him. Lily steps a few steps back and just kind of rests against the chair. The man who's bald steps another step forward, and he just says, all right, Wrath, tell us about who these people are. I'm not sure that I trust them yet. You're lucky that you didn't step into a fireball walking through here unexpectedly like that. Who are these people? And Wrath is like, don't worry, I mean, they're friends. And the bald man says, they can't be all that good friends. You haven't been gone that long. You must have known them for what, a week? 2 weeks? How well can you know these people, Wrath, to bring them into the inner sanctum like this? And Wrath's like, well, I mean, it's kind of been more like a day, maybe kind of 2 days that we've known each other, but they've proven themselves in battle really well, and, they are friends. They're good people. They're good people, Alexander. They're good people.
Am I still wearing that fedora of truth, by the way?
Okay. Did you
Am I
want
still
to
wearing?
kind
No,
of insight
no.
check
Am
anyone?
I still wearing it though?
When did you put it on? It was the day before, because you guys rested between everything that you did and then going through the portal. You had a rest, so no. If you don't want to be wearing it, you don't have to.
I'm gonna put it on.
All right.
I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna put it on so I can roll.
Okay. You guys totally distracted. You don't really even notice Greyheart just kind of slip on this little fedora on his head. And Wrath and Alexander continue having this conversation. And Wrath kind of turns to you guys. He's like, maybe it would help if you introduced yourselves. I think maybe that would diffuse the situation a little if you...
Yeah, let me walk towards the bald guy. Is Alexander, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me walk towards him
Okay.
and kind of extend my hand Sir Alexander, I am your Stormriver, Paladin of Tyr. Trust me when I say that we mean no harm. We are here to help.
You
Hello.
watch as Alexander takes a look to his right to the man in the long, very kind of yellowy orange robes, and you notice him just kind of mutter something under his breath for a moment, and then look back to Alexander and just give this little nod, and Alexander kind of outstretches his hand and clasps yours, and he says, "My name is Alexander Armstrong. It's very good to meet you, Ureth."
That is a pleasure is all mine, Sir Alexander. And might I say, this is a lovely place you guys have here. And sorry for the intrusion. It's just we're informed a little bit of wrath of the place here, so we were curious if we could come and help. And I kind of look at Wrath, like I guess nervously a little bit.
The man in the kind of the yellowy orange robes looks over to Alexander, gives another little nod, and Alexander just kind of says, "Well, it's good to have new allies in this battle. Perhaps this goes some way to making up for your absence, Wrath. A lot has happened since you've been gone, and none of us have escaped unscathed. It's kind of you, Ureth, to say that these are wonderful halls that we find ourselves in, but this is a squalor, and it's the best that we've got. We live in secret now."
Well, it's a sad time indeed that the Red Wizards of Thay are living in secrecy, as you say. Hopefully, we can help.
Why? Can I just ask, why have you come to help us? Is this, of all of you, come just to help the Red Wizards of Thay? Why?
Well, you must understand that even though we haven't known Wrath a very long time, well, we have went through a lot. And I can't even begin to go into what we've been through. And we've grown together, and we've heard his story, and me and my fellow companions, we mean good. That's what we're here for, to help put an end to all the evil in the world.
That's quite a challenge, putting right all the evils of the world.
We're quite the group.
Wrath is like, well, we certainly put a dent in the cult of the Dragon's plans. What once looked like it might have been an alliance, a way of dealing with the Lich, has turned into something very different. I think we actually did some good preventing the cult from at least putting a hold on their plans for now to bring back Tiamat. And you can see that particularly the woman standing next to Alexander and the man who hasn't yet spoken with black hair both kind of look relieved to hear that. And Alexander himself just kind of relaxes slightly, and he just says, "That is good to hear. We only need one particular nasty person to deal with at a time. I'm glad we didn't have both a Lich and Tiamat. Although we do have a Lich and a demon. That was already enough."
A demon.
A demon, yes.
What's the name of the
Perhaps.
demon?
Maybe we should put this council session on hold, what we had planned, and perhaps I should describe to you what the situation is. If you're interested in helping, you can be a part of what we're planning.
As long as you don't hold anything back from us, we can help.
I'll try not to. I mean, I'll let you know what we know, at least.
It's in your best interest that you're honest with us.
I agree. It's also in our best interest that you're honest with us. If
course.
there's any other reason why you're here, or...
To save the world.
Well, we don't have such lofty ambitions here. We just want to save Thay.
It's part of the world.
That it is. Alright. Well, the problem we have is that the Lich Tam currently rules this city and this country. It's not a good rule, and the people are suffering. How much do you know? How much has Wrath told you about the history of this place?
Not a lot. Why don't you start?
Recap.
Wrath, really? Like, you've brought them all the way here. You told them literally nothing about what's happening. And Wrath is like, oh, I mean, they didn't ask too many questions. They were, well, yeah, okay. Yeah.
The Lich once was a red wizard of your own and turned on you, if I remember correctly.
Ah, so you do know something. That's good. I'm glad. Yes, he was. The Thay was always ruled by the Red Council. That's a council of a number of people who were all wizards. 7 of us. Those who were skilled in all of the schools of magic. You see, Thay is a city of wizards. It has a wonderful wizarding college, at least it used to. And each of the schools of magic had one person who was considered the most skilled, and they were often the person that was elected to the Red Council. And the Red Council had always 7 members, one from each school of magic. Abjuration, which is my good self. Conjuration, that's Lily over there. Divination, Damien in the corner, and he points to the man who is also bald but has a tattooed head and has a kind of yellow to orange cloak that scuffs the floor even as he stands there. Enchantment, which is Edra Elian, Wrath. I know you haven't met Edra yet, and as you look round, you see Wrath has this very deeply concerned look on his face. Edra's predecessor was Mathkar. She's kindly stepped into his place. He's missing, Wrath. I'm sorry. And you can see Wrath has a steely look across his face. Edra Elian currently is our member for enchantment. Ren, Mustang, is transmutation, and necromancy was Saz Tam. He was a great wizard. Unfortunately, we ruled this country, this city, for years, successfully, decades. But 30 years ago, a demon appeared. Thay was a thriving community of wizardry. The demon itself was huge, and it attacked out of nowhere, coming from the west. It never struck the city directly. It left thousands of smaller demons of all kinds to attack the city. It was a prolonged and protracted siege. The countless, sprawling red beings, limbs splayed out, crawling incredibly fast across the ground, came at us. Others that looked like children with black open mouths, constantly screaming. And then the eaters, giant mouths that consumed everything in their path, be it stone or steel or bone. The horrors that came at us that day are beyond anything I've ever seen. And you can see Armstrong kind of just puts a hand to his brow, looking like he's scratching something, but then kind of wiping it surreptitiously. You can see that this is kind of gripping him a little. Just to relive this is slightly horrific. And he just kind of continues. On the second day of the siege, everything seemed lost. We have incredible wizards who can defend the city at a moment's notice. Who could? I'm sorry. I keep talking as if it's still the case. Who could defend the city. But the siege was protracted and never ended. The wizards couldn't rest. And eventually they became spent. Our spell swords not used to facing these kind of enemies, were bent and broken. And as we prepared for the Horde to sweep over the city one final time, as we prepared to give our lives in defense of the city, Saz Tam opened the gates, and he committed the most heinous act imaginable. He rode out into the battle himself, astride a white horse, an impossible sight. He raised his hands into the air, and this intense burst of green energy ripped through him, and he exploded across the battlefield. The man exploded. The decimated body of Saz Tam, it turns out, was the only body that didn't rise that day to fight the demons. The moment after that green energy exploded, every corpse on the battlefield stood up and started fighting. This undead horde fought the demons into retreat. Saz saved the day. Now, with many of our number killed and now considerably outnumbered by an undead army, we didn't know what to do. The army itself was, once it had been victorious, it just kind of stood around and wandered through the city. It wasn't dangerous, it was just very disconcerting. The corpses of people's friends and relatives, people who had fought to defend this city, just wandering aimlessly around the streets. It was madness. And we just set about the long task of trying to rebuild the defenses of the city. Meanwhile, Saz Tam was considered a martyr, a hero of Thay, a man who gave his life in defense of the city. On the 10th day after the defeat of the demons, Saz Tam stepped out of the magic college in the center of the city. His body was nothing but skeleton, blood, and muscle, but it was still unmistakably him. The people, having seen the horrors of the demon horde and knowing it was Saz Tam that saved them, I can't blame them for thinking of him as a great hero. And they welcomed him with open arms as this great savior who overcame even death. But of course I knew then that he had found a way to create a phylactery, and before the demon horde had even attacked, he'd already attained lichdom. Somehow, in this city, under our noses, one of the red wizards had become a lich. What happened next was the end of the Wizards of Thay. The bastard had an army of the undead, the support of the people, and the failure of the Red Council to defend the city, and that's all he needed to depose us. The Red Council was considered unfit to rule and disbanded. But Saz didn't stop there. Fel, Mastia, and possibly even Markath. They were all killed. So the Red Council went into hiding. We hid underground, we meet in secret, and we formed a kind of magical resistance in the hope that we can. We're still the Red Wizards of Thay, and this is still the Red Council. And this Red Council will rule Thay once again. But it's been 30 years, and we have yet to find a way to do that.
Oh, okay.
How many are you?
You've
How
been
many of
living
there
like
are
this for 30 years?
30 years. There's a problem. The demon that attacked the city returns every year, and continues its assault. And Saz Tam defends the city every year, and prevents them from taking it. And the people love him for it, even though what he's doing is also insane. Every year, when the demon attacks, people go missing from their homes. Huge numbers of people just disappear. And though the people blame the demons, the Red Wizards of Thay know that liches need souls to feed their phylactery, to maintain their immortality. And we believe that Saz Tam is basically eating the people.
But, okay, hypothetically, if your council managed to overthrow him, do you have a backup plan for dealing with this annual demon invasion?
No. We've not yet been able to create a strength strong enough to be able to defend the city ourselves. And
So
as
what
a
you're
result,
You're
we have
saying
to-
that the problem is twofold. If
Yeah.
we eliminate Zastam, the city gets destroyed anyway. If we don't eliminate Zastam, they'll just consume people.
Yeah, that's basically it. But
So-
also, Saztam himself represents a danger to the world. He's creating abominations. He's becoming increasingly powerful, and more liches will be created in his wake if we don't stop him.
So how long until the demon attacks this year?
6 months.
Well then, do you have any leads on? Is there a portal, like a gate, some way they come through to the side of this dimension? Anything?
They seem not to move through dimensions. They seem to just roll over the hills. They come here by foot.
So that must indicate there's a gate or a portal somewhere.
Potentially. Or indicate that they're hidden somewhere in the physical realm. That the demon that summons the rest of the horde remains here. We have reason to believe that he doesn't leave at all. In fact, we have a theory. And it's only through the work of Damien Sal and his brother, who unfortunately is now missing. But Damien has been looking into this. I don't know, Damien, did you want to say something about this? Yeah, I'm happy to say something. Yeah. Listen, I'm schooled in divination. That's my particular school of magic. And where I've been looking into this, I have a theory that when the demons came, even though there was an undead horde there to stop them, I believe that they could have still taken the city. They routed at a really weird moment. Right when they were on the verge of taking the city, they turned and fled in the face of this undead army. But it's not like the undead army had a huge leader to direct them. Saztam had exploded, and I'm not sure they posed that much of a threat with the demons afraid. My theory is that the demon is in league with Saztam. That's the belief of the Red Council, that Saztam summoned the demon, and the demon serves Saztam's purposes by every year providing the people a reason to need him.
Yeah.
That maybe the actual siege itself was Saztam's all along,
An alibi.
right?
Makes sense.
So cut off the head of the snake is what you're suggesting.
Yeah, it's possible that if we killed the demon, then Saztam would have no reason, well, the people would have no reason not to revolt against Saztam, and it might give us the foothold we need. The problem is, not even Damien Sal can find the demon. We think that Saztam is protecting him from detection by any magical means.
Do you
Do
own
we
a
know-
dog?
Sorry?
Do you own a dog?
A dog?
A dog and preferably an article of clothing that he could sniff?
Well, Lily has a very large fox.
Fox may as well be a cat.
You just hear this fox kind of give this kind of high-pitched growl, and Lily just kind of bundles him slightly, like grabs him. It's like, it's okay, Fuzzball. It's okay. They're friends.
I can be a dog.
Ooh. Not where I saw this going, but
Do we know where Saztam is located right now?
Saztam will be in the Wizard's College. He spends most of his time there. He's involved in some high necromancy. We don't exactly know what.
And how far away is that from where we're at right now?
It's on. Well, we're beneath the city right now, beneath a particular tavern.
Perfect.
That is entirely derelict and empty. A lot of the city's major establishments have gone, and the bars and taverns are pretty much empty these days. But the Wizard's College is on the other end of the city. We wanted to meet as far away from there as possible.
And what about the people of the city? Are they okay or not so much?
They're not good. They have a lot of problems, apart from Tam taking them every year, and more recently taking them. People go disappearing all the time now. In the beginning, it was just every year, but now it's constantly people just vanishing from their homes and never being seen again. We don't know what happens to them. But the undead horde is huge. It roams the city. There's lots of... The people... Nothing can grow here. They're starving. They're in fear of their lives all the time. It's no way to live.
How many followers do you have? Is everybody in this room? Is this all that you have?
This is all that we have, apart from Wrath and Azabara Jos. But I can see he's not with you, so I assume he didn't make it. And Wrath is just like, yeah, no, unfortunately my apprentice didn't make it. We don't know what happened to him. Alexander.
Well, Wrath, we vowed to help you, and you've been a tremendous help to us, so what do you think we should do?
Well, Wrath kind of tips his hat. This hat that he's worn ever since he pulled it out of his coat in the ice cavern, having slain the dragon with you. He kind of puts it over his head. He's like, readjusts it on the top of his head. Well, the way I see it is, Tam has to go, and the demon has to go. It's just about which goes first. The problem is I don't think we're gonna find the demon without killing Tam. But of course, the problem with killing Tam is that he has a phylactery, and the only way to get rid of a Lich is to kill the phylactery, and that's pretty difficult to do.
And none of you have any suggestions or theories as to how you would go about such a thing? Or to track down a phylactery?
Alexander kind of steps forward. He's like, we think we have a clue about where the phylactery might be hidden. Beneath the college is
naturally
a place called the Doom Vault. Tam. Recently, something has changed in the last few years. Damien has been listening in as best he can, using scrying spells to listen in on Tam's conversations. It's not always that easy. Saz almost always protects those conversations from scrying eyes, but his lieutenants don't. And Damien's been able to pick up the upper echelons of this lichdom are becoming increasingly concerned about the demon. For whatever reason, this demon is becoming more powerful as time goes on. And the Lich is becoming increasingly concerned that he may actually pose a real threat. So, he's constructed a vault beneath the college. We don't know what goes on there, but we imagine there's experimentation. We've seen some unusual undead creatures roaming the streets that we hadn't seen before. We think that Tam is engaging in experimentation under the city and preparing some kind of force to actually protect the city if he needs to. What was a pseudo or false war may actually become something real. Can you believe it?
You don't have any sympathizers in the city that are loyal to your cause?
We have a small network of people who we can trust, but mostly the people are. The people don't like Saztam. They don't like what's happening, and they want it to change. But they're
Listen.
afraid. It's better the devil you know right now.
Where's the nearest tavern that's in working order?
There's only one that I know of that isn't patrolled by undead creatures. If they caught wind that there were new people in town, you might find yourselves in trouble. The only place that I know of is the Rat's Quarters.
And the general location of that is in what direction?
It's not far from here. If you got up to street level, head south, almost out of the city. It would be the first tavern you went to when you came in. It went by another name a long time ago. Now it's little more than a hovel, but there are people there who are friendly to our cause.
Okay.
If you go there and you speak the name Alexander Armstrong, they'll...
They have
I'm sorry.
parents.
Is there a problem with my
No,
name?
Alexander, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Strong name.
Thank
We'll check this rat's quarters out. Potentially use it as a base.
All right.
But
And do things like this all over the country?
Yeah. The city is the main hub of the undead force. But yes, Wrath has lieutenants in most of the cities and towns of Thay. They all used to be the people of Thay, but people with ambition to necromancy. And these days, necromancy has become something very dark indeed. All of them now hoping to become liches themselves, to become immortal.
yeah.
But they won't be able to become liches without Saztam. If we were to find a way to destroy him, then hopefully the people would rise up in those towns. We might be able to retake Thay.
Are the other people of the council like within earshot, listening in on this conversation, just watching us talk?
Yeah, they're all just kind of intently watching. Lily is playing with Fuzzball.
Okay.
If we storm the Doom Vault, will you all come with us?
If you were to storm the Doom Vault, then the Lich would almost certainly know. If you faced Saztam yourselves, you would almost certainly die.
Well,
Given
then.
that you're here, I have a suggestion. Allow us to provide a distraction. And you just hear people like, what? What? What are you talking about? What? And Edra, for the first time speaking, she's like, No, I don't. That would be a very bad idea. Saztam would almost certainly kill us. Alexander's like, we only need to provide a distraction. We just need to keep him busy. He hates us more than anyone. If we stepped into the open, he would almost certainly face us himself. If he did that, that might buy you enough time to find the phylactery and destroy it.
And it's in the Doom Vault.
I don't know, but it's our best guess. There are people around. Perhaps somebody would know something. Certainly the undead. If you can find somebody with any intelligence left. they
I'm
might
sure I
know
could track
something.
someone down.
You're welcome to try. Just don't lead them back here if you get caught. But if you have an alternative plan, I'm all ears.
I think that's a fair plan.
Don't really have the lay of the land yet. Not sure what our options are.
Take some time. Go up to the surface. Go and see the city for yourself. Keep to the shadows, but you can see for yourself what's happening.
Are there any blood hunter orders in Thay that you know of?
Our connection with the people has become distant. I'm not sure. But
The boy at the back.
What? Sorry, what? What's a blood hunter?
My class.
You're hoping to find witch hunters, I assumed.
Oh,
hunters.
that's what you. Is that what you do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have witch hunters, but they're generally solitary folk. I don't know of any myself, but you might find some around the city if you ask. Although, be careful moving around. It's dangerous up there.
Will we not be, I'm kind of talking to the rest of the group, will we not be safer staying underground with a plan opposed to checking out the town? Or
You're welcome to stay here. We have beds, although they're only basic.
we don't require anything I don't require anything extravagant, but we appreciate the hospitality very much.
We could at least scout out the area. See if we find anything.
Largely,
everyone-
the city is barren and derelict, but there are places to go. The tavern might be a good place to go. If you're looking for blood, I don't know. The only place that I know that of any spiritual value is the temple. But the last I heard, it was attacked, and I'm not sure if much of it still stands.
But as you suggested, if we find any undead, perhaps a lieutenant or a captain of some sort with some intelligence, we could interrogate him.
Yes,
That might be a way in.
if you manage to capture one, you could bring him back here. Damien would be able to discern the truth very easily.
Do you have any advice on capturing undead? Anything extra we should know?
Only that they are generally not intelligent. I'm not sure. Perhaps a lieutenant would be a person to go to first.
Are there any prominent figures in the area that come to mind?
Yeah, there's a couple. But I'm not sure you really want to go after them. And if you do, you'd have to go very, very quietly. If Saz Tam knew that you were here, he wouldn't stop until he found you.
Perhaps you can give me the names in private at some point, just so I could put it in my notes.
I'll give you the names. That's absolutely fine. There are really two lieutenants that Saz Tam has. The first is named Adricilian. Oh, wrong person. Sorry. Let me just get that right. The first is Garrett Redron.
Gareth or Garrett?
Garrett.
Okay.
But I don't know what name he goes by now. These people once had names and roles in the city, but since they took up with Saz Tam, they may well have taken on new names and new identities as apprentices to a Lich. They may not even be wholly human anymore. You have to understand that the way that we have kept safe, the way that we have kept going is by staying secret, staying private. We've kept away from the lieutenants as best we can. The other lieutenant is Thale Sash.
The ale sash?
Yes.
Okay.
They were
Do you know-
both in the School of Necromancy 30 years ago. All wizards of Thay have unusually long lives as a result of our connection to the magic, although
The Force.
none quite as long as Saz Tam. Saz Tam now will live forever as long as he continues to feed souls to his phylactery.
So basically, we need to track down this phylactery and destroy it.
Yeah. But you'll need a distraction to do that successfully.
And
Or
what-
you're welcome to
I don't
just dive on in there and hope for the best.
I'm worried that you'll get yourselves killed distracting Zaztam, and then we won't have anyone to help us fight Tiamat.
Tiamat.
Right.
You want to fight Tiamat.
I
You
mean,
wanna
we
save the
haven't
world.
really discussed it. Like, that's not set in stone though. Like,
We're trying to save the world one place at a time. That's basically.
Listen, we're here to help regardless because the Lich obviously needs to die, and we'll discuss Tiamat later.
Once upon a time, the Red Wizards were an extremely powerful force before my time in the Council. These days, there are so few of us. But together, we are still a force to be reckoned with. If we survive this fight, then perhaps there might be another fight we could talk about later. Damien in the corner's like, really? I mean, I don't know if that's... Really? And was like, don't...
Well, I've always heard that one Red Wizard of Thay is worth 1,000 men, so let's take care of Saztem first.
Where
and
did
then
you,
we'll
where
worry
did you
about-
hear that?
Let's worry about everything else later.
Let's take back your country.
Yes, let's
Yep.
we should
I mean-
head above ground, right?
I mean, we owe it to Raph anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go find this phylactery.
Okay, what do you want
I
to
mean, do you guys need some time to make some preparations? So should we go scout the tavern, have a look around, then come back, and maybe by
Nah,
then
let's
you'd be
just do
ready to rock and roll? Or
We had a long rest, didn't we, last game?
yeah, we don't need any rest. We're
Okay, let's do it.
We're Gucci.
We're going to need a little time. If you want us to take you to the Doom Vault, we can do that. We can use earth meld spells and burrow through the earth from here to the Doom Vault itself. The moment we do that, we will be detected.
What kind of action have you been taking in the last 30 years?
Mostly, we've been in hiding, and we've engaged in a little subterfuge, and we've committed acts to bring down the higher echelons of this organization somewhat. And you can see out of the corner of your eye Wrath kind of roll his eyes a little, and there's a sort of a shame to Wrath's kind of expression. And Alexander just kind of trails off slightly.
Would you say you've done everything you could to take back your country? Honestly,
Alexander just kind of gives you a very stern look, and he says, maintaining the Red Wizards of Thay, making sure that the council still lives, has been our first order of business.
That wasn't
We've
what I
lost
asked you.
members.
The question was, have you done everything you can to take back your country? Not whether or not
Well,
your self-preservation.
Now's the time to rise and put an end to this treachery. So, no
Yeah,
matter what we've done in the past 30 years.
let's do it.
Then I kind of look at her like, don't be the dead horse.
I'm not beating a dead horse. I just want a yes or no answer. Have you done everything you can?
Dead being the word.
Everything you can to take
I
back
high
your
five
country.
you.
We're gonna do everything we can now. We're willing to put our lives on the line.
Okay. Let's do. Let's
we're
do
going-
that.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Yeah, roll
Like
an
him,
insight check.
him specifically.
Roll an insight check and roll with advantage because you're wearing your hat.
19.
He sounds pretty genuine. You
now
can
it
see
is.
that the question hit a particularly sensitive spot, and you kind of get the sense that probably deep down he doesn't think that anything would have been enough except for felling the Lich. But you, looking around, you kind of get a sense that this little group of people, which includes a freaking 14-year-old girl, just might not have had it in them. And you can see that Alexander Armstrong's, like, his physique alone kind of tells you that he wishes he was stronger than he was.
Well, I'm assuming, Wrath, you know the way around this place, right?
Yeah. He kind of tips his hat back slightly. Yeah, I do.
All right, we'll follow your lead if you want to head above ground.
All right. You want to go to the rat's quarters?
Yeah.
I mean, it's... I advise you to steel yourselves. It's going to be pretty dangerous up there.
I'm gonna track undead actively.
Sweet.
Well, that's a good idea.
Dangerous.
Let's do it.
That's not right.
All right.
20 plus 2.
No.
All right. Continue your council meeting in my absence. I'm going upstairs with these guys. We're gonna see if we can see what we can find. You see Raph a little nervous as he kind of leads you out through the west of this room, out through sort of a stone door, and up through a spiral staircase that leads you up and up and up and up and up a long way until finally it reaches a wooden hatch, which he pushes open with little resistance and kind of climbs out, lifting you guys out one by one, helping you up into what is effectively a kind of derelict. Once was a tavern. The walls are sort of virtually gone. The sky outside is a kind of dusky, dark grey. The sunlight struggling to penetrate through thick cloud. And the air is thick itself with this kind of miasma that just kind of fills your nostrils. It's like a dank and dusty and slightly necrotic smell, slightly decaying smell in the air.
Smells like home. Look.
And looking out, you can see that the streets are basically empty. The buildings are all a little bit run down. What once was kind of pure white brick has become dirty and dusky and grey, and the streets themselves are basically empty. Wrath.
I'm gonna draw my whip and just rune it.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna invoke the rune on the whip.
Okay.
Acid rune, not the frozen one.
Just kind of pushing acid through the whip itself.
Yeah.
Taking a green tinge to it. Preparing yourself for something.
Yeah.
I got this like disgusting look on my face, and I'm just like looking around, and I'm like, "Tyr, give me strength." And I kind of touch my holy symbol. This place looks fucked up.
Amen.
Yeah. Wrath noticing you holding your symbol, and there's this kind of tension in the air. You all look like both of you look like you're kind of getting ready for a battle, and Wrath just kind of breathes a bit of a sigh that and just says, "Once this place was it was a great place. It was filled with light and life and discovery and magic, and now it's fallen on hard times. But let's hope we can get it back. Can I tell you guys something for a second?
What?
Yes, please.
The
Don't be lying to us.
Mathkar, the man who was Elia's predecessor is missing. It sounds like, and Damien. While the conversation was going on, Damien was talking to me in the way that he does, and he was telling me that he's missing, that the Red Council sent him on a quest to find more information about the Doom Vault, and he's missing. I want to find him.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any idea where would?
Can we help with that before we do the doom vault, or
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
we warm up a bit? You know.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, he's I don't know where he's gone, but I mean, the last they knew, they sent him toward the college and to try and kind of extract some information from the local residents, not from the undead, just from people. Just closer to the college, finding out the movements of, I don't know what's happened to him. He was a powerful mage. I don't know how this could have happened.
Well, how can we find out?
We'd have to ask around.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's.
You would know.
Can
where
you
to ask.
describe him? Has he got any funny tattoos on his head? Anything like that? Yeah.
NASCAR.
He's got a NASCAR tattooed on his face.
Mathgar doesn't have any,
Dale Jr.
he doesn't have any, well, he has extremely blonde hair. That's blonde, long hair, and very shocking blue eyes. He's
Pretty boy.
mistaken for an elf, more often than not. I hope he's okay. He can't be far. We should, after we've been to the rats' quarters, we should head north, head closer to the castle, find out what we can find out.
Let's save your friend.
I'm sorry. To the castle or to the college?
The college itself is a castle in and of itself. Oh, it's
Sorry, first time in Thay.
well, you'd be forgiven. This is I wish this wasn't the first time I was showing you around. It used to be a wonderful place. Follow me. He kind of leads you. He kind of steps out into the street, puts his hand up to the air for a moment, and looks around. And kind of leads you south. You gonna follow him?
Should we be stealthing at this point, do you reckon?
Definitely.
If you want to stealth, roll for stealth.
Can we
I'm gonna
pass
cast-
without a trace? Tone?
You listening?
Tony?
Raiden!
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure, we do
Okay.
that.
What do we do, Tony?
We pass without trace.
Okay.
Plus 10.
We do that.
We do that.
It's a plus 10 on your rules.
Are we in a city?
Yeah?
Yes.
We can move at double pace as well.
Oh shit.
Where are we?
Out into the, as you kind of step out, you can see these kind of long grey streets, buildings on either side that are all close in. The street itself is very narrow, but you can see what once was kind of city buildings, relatively tall, kind of opulent houses that were made of kind of this very light grey stone, large stones wedged together,
Plus.
has become kind of dark and grey, and particularly with the sun not being able to penetrate the clouds, seemingly.
You guys are rolling wrong.
Why?
Raiden
it's
has
a
to
pl-
roll twice as well.
It's a plus 10.
You have to add 10 to my 3. 13.
What's 8 plus 10?
Well, I'm just saying, do it in your rolls.
18.
I got 15.
I'm serious, can you help me with my maths? No?
Maybe later.
Okay.
Maybe later.
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
I think I rolled the lowest roll of 13. So, yeah.
13.
13 was the lowest, I believe.
Alright. So you guys, relatively stealthily, Seraphina kind of catching up with Wrath and just slowing him down a little bit to try and get him to move a bit more stealthily. And you sort of move through the south. It takes, moving for 10-15 minutes through these kind of grey streets. And as you look around this very kind of dilapidated environment, every so often you can hear these kind of large clunking steps in the distance, through one direction or another, and the scurried footsteps of people moving, but they move around very quickly and very close to the walls. You do see a woman and a child who are scurrying, like literally scurrying from one place to another, who notice you but don't even look in your direction, like deliberately keep heading forward, and just her kind of sheltering him as best they can. They just kind of nimble past and rush down the street, taking a left and nimbling down a side street. You don't even see them as they go. Clearly people not massively... this has just got a very great tension to the way that people are in this space. As you get further down towards the south, you hear out the corner of your ear... I want you to roll a perception check, everybody, to see how much you hear actually of what's going on.
Can I roll an undead check or investigation after that?
Yeah, absolutely, do both.
16.
12 on the perception.
Alright. Ronan, particularly, classically, as you kind of pitch your ear to the air, you can hear the cries of a woman. She's crying out, and you kind of you crane your neck and put your ear to the air, and you can just hear a single word, "help," like ringing over the air. It's quiet and it's distant, but you can hear it.
Do we all hear it, or is it just Tony?
Just Tony.
I rolled a 19 on the track for undead.
As you looking around, you can see like footprints all over the place of people's movement, and the place is kind of dusty and dirty, and it's not as if the streets are swept and cleaned regularly anymore. You can see on the ground, not only are there kind of prints of humanoids, but there are lots of children, but there's large ones, too big for humanoid, that are ploughed through the road. And there are also humanoid steps with drag marks, like a single step on the left and a drag on the right, as you can see what somebody shambling, you imagine, through the street.
Is the drag fresh?
Yeah, relatively fresh.
Turn to the group and go, I think someone was pulled or dragged through here not too long ago. Should we follow it?
I mean, if someone needs help.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Yeah. See what's going on.
So can we follow this drag mark?
All the drag marks.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a survival check to try and kind of track through this.
13.
All right. As you're following this mark, you guys watch Wrath kind of turning around and curiously watching as Greyheart kind of gets low to the ground, looks for these track marks. It's kind of difficult to follow them, as you can see. It's kind of coated in a shitload of footprints around it. It's almost difficult to follow, but if it weren't for that drag mark, it would be impossible. But it takes you maybe 20 minutes, and you manage to follow it for maybe half a mile. Ronan's ears being extremely good, though you didn't hear what he heard. And he didn't say anything when he heard it, but you get the sense that somebody might be in trouble from these drag marks, and drawn on by your own kind of curiosity and concern, you manage to track through. And the cold grey bricks start to turn red as you get further south, into a kind of into dusky red bricks, and the buildings get tighter and closer together, and the drag marks move off to a side street down to the left. And as you look round the corner, this street narrows and narrows in shadows, and then opens up at the end of the street. And just from where you are, looking from the main sort of highway of this city down this side street, you can see, as it opens up at the end, a little patch of sort of brown and green, and a group of people clustered in the middle of this street. A man and two children, by the sounds of things, by the looks of things. and you see him kind of standing in front of them, arms outstretched.
Can I touch my holy symbol and use my divine sense?
You can indeed.
I know the location of celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet.
Okay, so you touch a holy symbol, concentrate for a moment, and down that alleyway, you get the sense of a good few undead creatures, one of which pings a little brighter than the others. In fact, within 60 feet, you feel there's a few pings of undead around you in various places.
What is it, Joseph?
Just little pings in various places.
Grey Heart's at the front. You're leading the way.
Yeah, I'll go first.
I can like touch you and just say, undead up ahead.
Good. Time for a fight.
Not including you.
Where am I? Because I haven't paid attention for a while.
Okay, so we're outside and you're with us and we're looking for someone.
Okay. As long as I'm with you guys.
We're tracking
We're looking for
screams
NASCAR.
and- yeah.
We're looking for a guy with a tattoo of a car on his face.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. Yeah.
NASCAR.
So so Sif, as you kind of come to your senses for a minute, you're looking around and you're in this road that's basically a very dusty, coated, what once was a very beautiful stone road, and the buildings, what once were kind of beautiful, pale grey brick, have become sort of dusty and dark and coated in a kind of layer of filth over years that has made them dark and grey. The bricks, as you've gotten further south, have become kind of redder. And as you look into the sky, you can see the sky has got this heavy cloud over it that the sun is really struggling to penetrate through, which is difficult for you particularly. And as you look up into the east, you can see this kind of looming mountain that kind of stretches where the land of the city itself stretches up into the distance. And you can just see to the north this kind of single pale grey spire into the sky. But this large mountain that looms up from the north and to the northeast and to the east, it looms up into the sky through the clouds that you can't really see. But as you're watching your friends, they're looking down this side street to the left, and as you take a few steps in, Joseph grabs his holy symbol and can feel there's undead down the road. And as you peek down this alleyway, you can see what looked like a man, and now as you get closer, a woman too, both with their arms outstretched, protecting two children in the middle of this street. Down the alleyway as well that you're in, you meet a man who's kind of hiding next to a group of crates that are sort of stacked in the alley. And as you pass him very slowly, you can see him just kind of saying, "You don't go down there. You can't interrupt this. You can't get involved.
What happened?
Don't go in there. You'll only get taken. Don't interrupt."
Fuck this, I'm going.
Interrupt what?
I draw Hazaron and I start going down towards the people.
Same with the whip.
All right.
I run after.
Joseph, as you draw Hazaron, you get this sensation come over you of almost like a bloodlust. Now that it's drawn, you have this compulsion to draw blood somewhere.
Okay, no problem.
Can do.
You
Mine
guys
is not
see
mine.
the family ahead of you. This man and this woman, they're kind of dressed in peasants' clothing, really, and the children sitting behind. One has a book in her hand that she's sort of clutching to her chest, and this brown hair. The other one kind of crawling on the floor, really, just cowering as these two adults put their arms outstretched, trying to kind of defend them. There's another man who's nearby, trying desperately to reason with what you can see is this large green creature. Its flesh kind of decrepifying and stretched across a skeletal structure that's larger than humanoid, but you've never seen anything like it. It looks strong, even though its flesh is falling apart. It looks beefy. as it stands and speaks to this man who's beckoning with it. Not one of the two family members, just one of the men who has stepped forward, who's kind of looks like he's begging to it in some way. Looks like he's kind of arms out, trying to reason with this creature.
What
Like,
language is that creature speaking?
How far away are we, by the way?
Right now, you're getting pretty close. You are approximately 40 feet from it at this point. There is a building that's on your right-hand side. As the alleyway kind of opens up, the left building ends first, and the right building ends about 10 feet on. So you've got this kind of cover from the right building, granting you just a little bit of cover from the scene. And your stealth checks were really good.
Am I able to roll some sort of intelligence check over there? Since I have the Hunter's Bane on information about it, if I know anything about the creature.
You can do, yeah. Yeah.
What kind of intelligence check would you want that to be?
It would probably be a nature check or an arcana check, maybe, for this kind of creature.
I'll do Arcana.
Can you all see where we're at?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's
I'm
who?
with you.
19.
So,
This little kid loves her book.
not bad, right?
She's like, I'm so into this book right now.
It's a good book.
Terrifying situation. I need escapism. Don't have any music and it's bugging me. So, you guys, as you're listening into this conversation, it's in hushed tones, and the creature is kind of putting its hand out to this man and just thrusts him to the ground, just pushes him back. The guy just staggers to the ground, and it's easy for the creature to do. It looks like it was nothing. He's ridiculously strong, and he looks to this family, and he kind of begins to step forward. He says, "You know the deal. Give me the child."
What's the light like around there?
It's dark. It's daytime, but the sun, unable to get through these clouds, is left you in particular darkness.
Are there any
Can I cast
shadows?
Shield of Faith on myself real quick?
Yes, you can. As you
Yes, no.
Are there
cast
reveal
shadows?
yourself. Sorry?
Are there shadows?
Yes, lots of shadows around. Particularly where you're at, you find yourself in shadow from the building that you're at here. There's also shadow that you can see, actually, that's on the map itself. There are areas of shadow ahead of you.
Okay, I'm going to use Shadow Step.
Alright.
Cool, I do the same and cast Shield of Faith for myself.
Alright. A shield glimmers around you both.
Yeah.
These creatures having not spotted you yet. And you see the woman saying, "No, please, she's my daughter, you can't take her from me." And she just kind of pleads with this
Kinda-
creature.
Kind of inspired from some of my teammates, I run forward and I cast Erupting Earth on them.
Oh.
Alright,
Ah!
so Seraphina, before that happens, you shadow step. Where are you heading?
I'm heading right here, if that's in a shadow.
It is.
And I'm using my dagger, my soul dagger, and I'm going to attack him.
Okay, so this is all going to happen at once in a kind of surprise round, because you rolled so well and these guys can't roll for shit. So, Seraphina, you guys don't even notice, but Seraphina steps back a few steps into the shadow and emerges from the shadow ahead of you and kind of lunges at the creature with her dagger. Calypso, not having seen this happen, you step forward just out into the open air towards this creature as it notices this kind of this unusual dryad with this green hair ending in leaves that kind of spoils down the back of her hair. She's got this staff out in front of her, and you just slam your staff two-handed into the ground, and the earth begins to erupt. So, Seraphina, I need you to roll an attack.
Jeez.
19 to hit?
19 does hit.
Excellent, so that's 5, 9, 27, 33 damage.
Alright. And Calypso, roll me your damage on your spell. What's the spell save DC? In fact, what's the spell save you have to do?
630 and
Switch to
14.
All right. So the skeletons fail to save. I need Seraphina to roll a save as well.
What am I rolling?
Dexterity saving throw as erupting earth bursts around you. What's the radius on erupting earth?
20. It's not like
13.
Where are you placing it, can I ask? Because you can probably catch the skeletons. You will probably catch Seraphina. You might be able to avoid catching the peasants.
I feel like our character models are a little bit larger.
a little bit larger than life, yes.
Larger than they were. Too large, or you're right?
I'm wondering if we're too large.
You think so?
That's okay.
I mean,
I
like
should
measuring. Distance.
I'll just aim for the skeletons in the back.
All right. Okay, they fail their saving throw, so roll for damage. Seraphina,
I did.
Do I?
what's the damage, Calypso?
22.
22.
So, simultaneously, Seraphina, disappearing and emerging from the shadows ahead, draws her dagger and jams it into the side of this sort of large green creature, who immediately kind of reacts angrily as this blade sinks into between his sort of skeletal ribs on one hand side. And at the same time, this burst of earth erupts from behind him and shatters these skeletons as they stand. The earth just shifting, tearing into the sky, and which skeletons don't get shattered immediately by the movement of the earth are cascaded into the walls and just explode.
Sweet.
Alright.
Did I save?
It didn't hit you in the end.
Oh, cool.
Calypso deliberately kind of stepping out and placing it too far back for it to harm you. And everybody rolls for initiative. As I try and fix my sound problem.
Oh. Classic Urith.
Let's fix this. Seems to still be coming out of my speakers, and I don't know why. Oh, that's why I'm an idiot. Better? Oh, such a moron. Right. So, let's get some good music going as well, because this is bad music. Let's go for that one. Seraphina, what you got?
I can't remember. 10.
Timfer?
18.
Sorry, 18.
13.
Calypso?
17.
Wrath. He's gonna have to do his own.
Yeah. So we're talking about Wrath.
Ureth?
I wrote a 2. Saving the rolls for when we need them, guys.
Ronan?
11.
Whoa, unusually low for Ronan.
Believe it.
What's that about? Alright. Let's get some initiative rolls here. Oh yes. Alright. So, first in the order as you're watching this go down is Wrath Modar! Everyone.
Come on down.
I got 14, by the way. You didn't ask.
14, gotcha. Anyone else I missed? Good. I go down the list and I don't know how that happens, but it does happen. If I miss people in the initiative order as well, let me know. It's something to do with the way the turn order works as I hit the button. I think sometimes it double clicks. So do let me know if I miss you out. Alright. Wrath steps up. In fact, what Wrath does immediately is step back and turn invisible.
Uh-huh.
He just steps back, slinks into the shadows, and vanishes from sight. Timfer, you're up.
Cool move.
I'm going to cast Enlarge on Joseph.
Yeah!
Alright. You guys watch as this mighty paladin, shield around him, begins to just grow. His giant Hazaron sword growing to twice its length as he kind of stands in front of you now, around 12 feet tall.
Remind me what that does. My movement speed increases.
Movement
What
speed
else?
increases you.
You have advantage on strength checks. Hold on, let me get up real quick. Advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws when you do an extra d4 damage with your weapon.
And my movement speed is...
Your movement speed is 50, I think we said, right?
Yes, it is indeed.
Cool.
And then I go and hide behind this statue.
Okay. Somebody's been playing XCOM 2.
Because I'm terrified of AoE spells. I don't want to be near everyone else. And that's all.
Alright, Calypso, you're up.
I'm gonna summon a fucking polar bear.
Holy shit.
Okay.
As you do.
Cool.
Right in front of that guy, the green thing blob.
Green thing blob. That's actually his name, amazingly.
The blob.
Yep. As this polar bear just appears in a puff of smoke
Yeah.
out of it nowhere, just lands on the ground, just roars into the air. This giant maw, waiting for an order from Calypso.
I'll have to roll his initiation though.
Dude,
Roll a 13, and I'm like, attack that green glob of awfulness.
just roars out, hearing you. Its initiative really low, but it's on it.
Maybe I should move. Yes. I'm gonna move behind the fountain with Tinfer.
Alright. Having summoned this giant polar bear into existence, you nimble up behind Timfer, who sees you coming. He's like,
Ride it, Tinfer!
Yes.
That's my turn.
alright. So, having seen this polar bear just next to it, you see the skeleton that's still standing next to him kind of click its neck for a few moments, step up to the villager in front of him and just plunge its sword towards him.
Oh my god.
The sword just stabs straight into him. You can see this man just collapse off the sword as it, slick with blood, just draws back from him as the skeleton just stands there, kind of unfeeling and unwavering, just looking for another person to put his sword into. Joseph, you're up.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna turn the corner. I'm gonna swing at this skeleton guy.
All right. If it could show emotion, it probably would at this point. This giant hulking 12-foot paladin steps.
I'm like
from the
right
corner.
up on it. 19.
19 will hit.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's 15 damage.
15.
Yeah.
You obliterate the skeleton.
Yeah.
Slam it with this giant great maul. Oh, great freaking sword. Just cut right through it. It just explodes beneath it. Bits of white bone go scattering across the floor, this short sword clattering to the ground, still coated in the blood of the man he's slain.
Okay. Now I'm gonna step up to this next guy.
Okay.
Use my bonus action. No, I'm just gonna attack him for now.
Okay.
It's 22.
22 hits.
Ooh, ooh. 2, and then I need to do a plus. I need to do D4. Ugh, okay. 20 damage.
Alright. As you... Is some of that necrotic damage?
Yeah. 9 of it is.
Okay. As you swing down with Hazuron, you manage to catch it. It's this large creature nimbly kind of steps aside, almost getting away, but you manage to gash a huge swathe out of the front of it. The flesh just kind of falls away where you strike it, and the creature seems like largely unaffected. This black blood just sprays from the wound for a moment, casts across the ground, almost across this pure white polar bear in front of it, and it just kind of looks at you for a moment. You find yourself taller than it, but not by a huge amount. It's pretty tall itself.
And he wasn't that affected?
Not massively.
Does it seem like my sword isn't really working against this guy?
Roll a perception check.
$11.
You're not sure. He is a strong motherfucker as he is kind of swinging at people and pushing people aside and taking these blows like a trooper. You're not quite sure, but certainly you've seen people crushed by this sword in a single swing before, and this guy just kind of shook it off.
Okay, fuck it. Let's swing again.
Go for it.
27.
Fucking hits.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, I need to do. So it's 24, and 8 of that is necrotic.
Okay. Alright, as you take the first swing of Hazuron, just catching it, it kind of looking at you like it just doesn't give a fuck, and the closer you get to it, the more you can see that its flesh is basically hanging off its face. This large alien teeth just kind of glaring at you behind blackened gums and lips that have just fallen away. And you just kind of horrified, fuck it, swing again, managing to catch it this time across the chest from left to right, carving a huge swathe. You can see exposed bone beneath the wound, and as the blade glances off it as it carves across, the creature just growls at you and takes another step forward.
Okay. Done.
All right. The creature turns towards this giant foe, and kind of steps a single step back, and then just takes a leap into the air, bringing both fists down upon this power.
Wow.
I'm gonna cast as a reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
Nice. Is Hellish Rebuke
Warlock.
has to be against? Oh, it has to be an injury against you, right?
Is it only me or our allies? I don't remember. I don't.
About to find out.
About to
know.
find
Got
out.
it. I never used it before. I thought, that's probably a good time.
It is a good time, but I think it's after you get injured.
Yeah, I think
Take-
it's an
Taking
injury to you.
response to being damaged by a creature.
Then
Yeah.
I don't do that. Never mind.
You think about it, and you're like, maybe not. So the first attack is 14 against AC.
Misses.
Second one is 16.
Misses.
All right. There's these two fists straight on your pauldrons, but you just kind of just stand there and take it. 12 feet tall and just the just not getting through your armor at all. You just laugh it off. Greyheart, you're up.
That villager, did he die outright or is he dying?
He is currently on the floor, bleeding from where you are. You can't tell. There is
Alright.
a large pool of blood beneath him.
But he's like he was like 30 feet away.
Yeah, he's about
Okay.
there.
Then I'm gonna go up to him as close as I can and cast Spare the Dying.
Nice. Okay.
It stabilizes death.
Yes. As you
Nice.
you lean down, you can see this deep plunging wound that goes right into his belly. He's currently lying on his side, and you turn him over, and you can see that the blood is pools into his belly as you turn him, and it just kind of seeps out and rolls across him. There's this huge pool of blood beneath him, and you place your hands upon him and cast your spell, taking a moment to consider, and you just watch as the wound just seals just to stem the bleeding. He's still looking very pale, and you're not quite sure if he's still with it, but he's not dead.
All right. That's all I got.
Okay. I need Calypso and Timfer to make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
That's never a
Uh-oh.
good sign.
Famous last words. A large skeleton appeared.
16.
22. Wow.
22. Nice.
That's sick. Shit.
Timfer, blissfully unaware. Calypso, somewhere in the very great distance, you just hear this kind of... these large, kind of gentle rumblings of the ground.
Giants are coming.
You what? What did you say?
Footsteps. Big stirring footsteps. You don't hear them, Tinfer.
No. Wait, let me listen.
Still no.
No.
You gotta grow your ears bigger.
You know I'm subconscious about my ears.
Ronan, you're up.
Alright, I go yeah, and I cast Hunter's Mark on the green dude, and I shoot at him.
Alright.
Well, okay, 27
27 very much hits.
for 19 damage,
Okay.
and then 16?
That hits as well.
Oh, look at that, 2 in a row, and 12.
12 points of damage.
Yes. C.
Joseph, there's these two arrows spear past your enormous form straight into the chest of the creature. Again, it kind of takes a little step back just from the injuries, and you can see this thick, black, coagulated blood just kind of drip down from the wounds. It's still standing.
Cool.
Did you ever tell me what I learned from my intelligence check on the information about it?
What do you roll?
I rolled a 19.
You've like, you've seen undead, and this creature is clearly undead. But looking at it, it doesn't look like anything. Like, the undead you've come across have been human, largely. Elves, maybe dwarves, some gnomes. You can imagine what an undead gnome might look like. This creature is definitely undead. You have no fucking idea what that was when it started. But it's definitely undead.
Alright.
It's horrific. Green, almost scales that have rotted away from its flesh. Its hands and arms are enormous, but again, rotted and destroyed. Ronan, Seraphina, even, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it with my soul blade again.
Okay.
Soul Blade.
15.
Hits.
Okay, so that's 6 damage plus 4 necrotic,
Okay.
and 9 additional.
Alright. As Seraphina just draws this blade out of nowhere into her hand, this long stiletto just slides it right into the back of the creature. The creature doesn't seem to even notice, barely, as you kind of slide it in and draw it out, this black blood just spurting behind the blade.
And I'm gonna go for a hand crossbow attack. And I'm gonna miss.
As you kind of draw back the blade, frustrated, you just take a shot, and it passes over the creature's head as it kind of ducks a little, looking behind it to see what was going on.
And that's me.
Alright. I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
4. 10.
22.
15.
So who rolled above a 20?
I did.
Me.
Alright, so Calypso, you, even though you're kind of distracted by the fight ahead of you, you look back and you, distracted
I
by
wanna see
that
this.
noise, and you hear this, and these rattling bones as they come out of the corner.
Oh no.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Greyheart 2, as you're kind of battling, as you turn around behind you, you just hear this man screaming, "Oh God, no! They're coming!" As he looks back behind him, and more start creeping up the alleyway behind you. Ureth, you're up.
Okay, since I did not roll over a 20, do I see those guys or no?
No, you aren't aware that they're there, though you did hear the man scream. And he's right behind you, so yeah. We'll say that, like, as soon as you hear him scream, you turn and you're like, fucking zombies.
Okay. Did we establish, is that guy that you cast your thing on, is he just barely living, is what we established?
He's stabilized.
Yeah, he's
He's-
stable.
Unconscious, but
We'll pop him back there, so we know he's there.
Okay, well, just, okay.
He's like, I make him lie down. Fuck.
No, it's okay. So he's stabilized. Alright, so where's that guy?
yes, can it be?
Well, I'm going to move here. That's as far as I can really go. And, this changes things up. I didn't expect that to happen. Let's see. Let's see. How about I will cast the spell Bless? Let's do that. And I'll cast it on Callie, Temper, and Ronan. How about that?
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yep.
Right,
And
as
that's
Ureth
it.
clutches his holy symbol for a moment and concentrates,
Oh yeah.
you feel the aura of Tia just flow through you for a moment. It's a warm, comforting sensation. and you just feel like a little bit more alert, a little bit like your morale's been boosted. You're ready for this fight.
And I scream out, like, evil cannot hide from Tyr's light. And then it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trixie Mark II. What's it gonna be?
What?
Polar bear.
Mark II? Is that me?
I need the name for a polar bear, really.
Yeah. It will
Polar
be called
bear.
white. It will be called Snow.
Oh.
Snow.
No.
What's it gonna be? Snow.
He's going to attack this green blob
All right.
because that's what I told him to do.
He bounds forwards, leans over with an enormous swipe of this white paw.
And roll the hit. Ha! Fuck you, polar bear.
Oh.
He
He's
gets
trying his best.
he gets 2 attacks, so roll again,
Yeah.
and he can
So he missed his bite,
yeah.
so he can multi-attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit his claws.
That hits. As he brings his other claw down, managing to career into the side of this creature's face.
And
Nine points of damage.
slashing damage. Yeah.
Okay. As this paw strikes this creature's face and claws at it, all of the flesh on the one side of this creature's face just peels away from the bone and just sloughs off to the side. It's now dangling off the other side of his face, as all you can see is this kind of exposed barren eye and this bone that's covered in this black gore.
Good job, Snow.
Snow in this kind of blood frenzy just destroys the side of this creature's face, lands back down, roars at it, ready to go again. Is Snow done, is he?
Snow's down. He's not
Alright.
Down syndrome, I was about to say.
Poor Snow. He's still very awesome. Alright.
Is my sound the only one who's a little off?
No, mine sounds dodgy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
What kind of sound?
Everyone's a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh dear.
Should we get a restart?
Potato.
Yeah, we can restart. Go
Yeah.
for it. Let me do it. I'm looking up stats. No more robot.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
A lot better. Hey, yo.
Hey,
Hey, yo.
Hey yo yo.
Stop it.
Oh.
Sorry. Who was that?
Who is what?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Hey, birthday for tomorrow.
Happy birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
President's Day today.
Thank you. Thank you. Woo, woo.
Jimmy, what did you get Yo-Yo for her birthday?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let me talk.
Yeah, you're talking. Ah.
What a pistol.
They're just so cool. Like, come on, babe, I'm a wizard. Move.
A big
wild
wizard,
mage.
not now.
Don't. Come on. The goggles are down. Come on.
You're gonna cast
Matt,
something.
look at my mug. Look. Oh, wow.
Camera's not on.
I can't see you actually.
Ah,
Yeah, that's part
smudge.
of
You're
the
I
spinning
can't see
wheel.
so much either.
That's hilarious.
Very awkward.
Oh. Is that better?
No.
Still spinning wheel.
Not particularly.
Nope.
Restart the call. He
Yeah.
saw the goal!
Six hours later.
I think he said dig salad.
Dick salad later.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does.
And now I don't see Bill or Matt.
No, me neither.
Or Tony.
Wow.
Tony's
Oh
camera's
God.
Oh, okay. No,
What's
what have we
happening?
done?
You've
You
all
not see me?
No, I
No.
can't see any of you three now.
Can't see Tony. Can't see Bill.
I can see Tony now.
Huh.
Oh dear.
All right, let me try something. There we go. Oh,
Hey.
got ya. Don't worry, I got your not on drinks, kabrat. All right, this is done. Apparently can't get into anybody's call now. Fuck you, Skype. Alright, fuck you, Skype. Hang it up. Hang up call. I tell you, hang up the call. Oh my god. Skype. Quit Skype, get Skype back. More Skype. No Skype, don't do it.
Hello, couple.
Skype is crappy today.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, but you sound like you're underwater.
Yeah, we're back to the
absolutely.
sound issue.
I can't see Bill either, but fuck it.
Uh-oh.
That's not much we can do. It's all a bit shitty today.
I'll do them after.
D&D gods are not with us. The Skype gods hate us.
Skype gets.
No, I can't see Bill at all. Fuck it. What am I
Oh
gonna
man.
Oh no.
do?
Oh.
It did not fix the problem. I managed to get Bill a minute ago by starting the call with Bill and then inviting other people, but it didn't work this time.
Oh, I just carry on.
Alright. So, out of nowhere, you guys see invisibly this fireball just erupts from this invisible form out into the south. And you just hear this rumble and this plume of smoke and fire that just bursts out from the alleyway as a group of zombies just dies at Wrath's hand.
Nice.
Timfer, you're up. You're watching as a group of zombies like approaches you from behind.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I just shout, "Galley, run!" And I'm gonna run like behind Ureth. No shame. Like here. And I'm gonna cast lightning bolt like this.
Alright. Taking a step behind Ureth as he blesses you.
Does yours get hit with this?
No!
Okay.
He runs past you, Ureth, and you just kind of, you see him as he skids to a halt, reaching back and just blasts this bolt of lightning out from his fingers, flashes past Calypso and just strikes through these two zombies and a skeleton.
So they have to make dex saves. Save is 14.
Can you see the dice as I roll these?
No.
No.
That's a shame.
I've got dice off.
So it's they roll a 7 and a 13 and fail.
Nice. So it's 8, 3, 6. Lightning damage.
Wow.
3 ones. Wow.
Wow.
So 24
So
lightning damage.
bolt of lightning strikes the first zombie. It blows off his shoulder and his arm. Just woof, they tear off him, and the rest of his body is hurtled to the side and collapses in a heap. The arc of the lightning passes through the next zombie and through the skeleton. The skeleton just shatters into pieces, and the zombie in front of him just is burned, bursts into flames from the bolt of lightning that passes through him, and just kind of slumps to the ground on fire. They're all dead.
Yeah. That's all.
That is all. Alright. Calypso.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back behind the earth too.
It's a good place to be.
Behind you.
Yeah,
My big guy. Let's get behind him.
he's our tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now what am I gonna do? Because I'm concentrating on something. I can't do so much. I can throw my. I'm gonna throw my chakram.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many people are you trying to hit? What are you trying to do with it?
I'm gonna try to hit the first one and the second one zombie.
Alright. So, 2 opponents. You need to roll an attack, and then a DC acrobatics check. A DC? An acrobatics check.
And hit probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hit.
Nice.
Whoa.
Natural 20!
Yay!
Alright, on a nat 20, you don't even have to roll the acrobatics check. It's just going to bounce to the targets you asked.
Yes.
So...
And I rolled. No.
Oh,
What's with this?
shit. That's just brutal. But it's double, so it's 2.
This double is a crit, and I rolled. Oh my god. Fuck my life.
So they each take 2 points of damage.
Yep. At least I get a return to me, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, roll for damage for the second opponent as well. You roll them separately. Just checking the rules. 6 points for the second one. Alright, as you cast the shackle through the air, arcs through the air, bounces between them. The skeleton, as it strikes the skeleton in the back of the head, it chips the skull, and fragments of white bone just shatter off it for a moment. It bounces off the skeleton into the zombie and passes right past the zombie into the wall and bounces back around, arcing through the air back into your hand. You managing to catch it so beautifully done, expertly, as it bounces between 3 places to get back to your hand. You can see the zombie, this carved swathe through its shoulder as it strikes him. You got any more?
No, actually.
Alright, Joseph, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Vow of Enmity against this guy.
Okay.
And just going to swing at him.
Beat the shit out of this guy.
26.
26 hits.
Ooh. Okay.
Got 23.
Yeah.
Plus the 4th, 27. No.
No,
Yep.
no. 27.
As you spin Haziron in your hand,
10 of that is necrotic.
you grab it with your other hand and just give it all you've got from right to left. This giant, what is now fucking like an 8-foot sword, just arcing through the air. The creature tries to duck, and as he gets down, he thinks to get out of the way, and you can see that the blade plasters right through the top of his head, just carving a clean slice off the top of his head. This burst of black blood spurts into the sky, and the creature slumps and dies on the ground.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
These guys are ages away. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's
How far do you reckon these guys are away in real life?
given how big you guys are. I see what Greyheart was getting at now. Yeah, the distance on the measuring stick is incorrect because I made the scale too big. Actually, make it canon because everybody else has been working with it as canon, so make it canon.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, they're a bit of a distance.
Well.
I'll keep an eye on that for future map creation.
Okay. I'm gonna look at all these peasants. Just be like, oh no, I'm not gonna say anything now. I killed the guy. Don't worry about it. Nope. I'm just gonna move 30 feet up to about here. Like this.
All right,
Sorry.
Greyheart.
Right. Really far away. It's gonna move 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna measure that again because it's ridiculous. So there, 22 feet. And I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast. 2 bolts on the skeleton in the front.
Okay. Natural 20.
So, natural 20 on the first, 21 on the other one.
All right, they both hit.
6 and 5, so I double the 6.
Yes.
Alright, 12, 17.
Okay, with the first bolt, as you can feel the warmth, Timfer, on your face as it passes you. This beam of red energy that strikes the skeleton and just explodes it backwards. And it clatters down the street behind it. And the second bolt careers past. What are you going to fire the second one at?
Oh, the one behind him.
Alright. That one just... How much damage? 5 damage?
Oh, I was focusing. Wait, no, I was focusing both the bolts on the one in the front.
Alright, as the second bolt just passes right through the space where the first bolt had struck and destroyed the skeleton. It's toast. Very toast.
Yeah.
You got any more?
Can I try and determine whether or not if there are more zombies coming from the alley that we came down?
Yeah, roll me a perception check as you look down the alley.
Perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you came from, the one that you came down, this one here.
Okay, then it'd be 8 then.
Looking down, you don't see any more zombies coming from that direction.
No. But in future reference, can I use Hunter's Bane for that, or?
Yes, so Hunter's Bane is for tracking mostly, right?
Yeah.
So you
No, I
can
guess-
track
yeah.
where zombies have been, but to work out where they're going to be is a bit tricky.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, alright. That's it, that's all I've got.
Yeah. Any more?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. You guys at the front here hear this thunderous kind of slamming on the ground, and you watch as this very, very large creature looms into view. It's
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Big green blob.
huge.
That's bigger green
Bigger, greener bobber.
blob.
It's green and muscular and huge. Its eyes glazed over and white, and it just kind of looks at you with this kind of slack jaw. Its bald head has just got kind of wisps of grey hair sticking out of it. It's wearing nothing but a loincloth as it looks at you. But it's huge and kind of glistening with this sort of slight oil to its skin. It's disgusting to behold and carries with it a terrible smell. It bounds forward.
As this thing rocks up, can I just, as a free action, like, look over my shoulder with these peasants hanging around, just say, what are you still doing here? Run!
As you're looking at them, they look to you sort of frozen with fear, but the
Get out
man
of here.
kind of grabs up the one of the children, and the woman grabs up another and just starts running. But as they sort of begin to run to the north, they see zombies coming from that direction.
God.
And just kind of stand still, kind of not sure exactly which way to run.
Oh man.
The giant just kind of lumbers forward, reaches Ureth,
Yeah.
and just curls its fingers into a giant fist and just lands it down towards Ureth. 13 to hit.
That misses.
He rolled a 3. And after that, kind of
That's 10.
lifts up with its other hand for a 21.
Ah, that hits me.
So Ureth managing to nimble out the way for the first fist, it slams into the ground and cracks the stonework beneath it. And as it lifts its fist back up, its other fist comes down and crashes into you. You bring your shield up just in time, but it's not enough as it crunches down and you get compressed beneath your shield. You can feel your bones creaking against the impact. It does you 25 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you.
That'd be 22 after the thing I got. Okay, 22.
22. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Got the -3 or whatever, yeah. No problem.
Alright, Seraphina, I need you to make a perception check. And Ronan, you're up.
Okie dokie. That guy is long dead, so
18.
I will move my hunter's mark to the other green guy. And upon turning around, realizing it's that close, I'm just gonna slowly back up, and I'm gonna shoot him. And 12, probably not. But a 19.
They both hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Big, slow, dumb guy. Alright. Yeah.
Okay, well. 16. 15.
So that's 21. No, 31.
31, yep.
Alright, as these two arrows, one of them strikes the creature in the shoulder, deep in there, this slight black oozing blood trickling down. The second one strikes him right in the eye. His eye just bursts, and he starts to dribble down the left side of his face, but he is entirely unfazed by the impact. Any
Great.
more for any more?
Nope, that doesn't look good though.
Seraphina.
I rolled an 18.
As you're looking down the alleyway, you see another one of these creatures
Oh, good grief.
lumbering down, like filling the alleyway, kind of gripping the walls as it passes through, almost too tight for it to get through.
Okay. I see that one coming, but I am going to use Ice Storm, centered here.
Centered where? Sorry. Can you describe it to me? I can't see the whole map.
Between the big green one that Ronan's just attacked and the two skeletons.
Oh,
on
right, got it.
things.
Go for it.
They're all within 20 feet, basically.
Yes. That's about right.
Sorry, bear with me 1 minute.
Shit.
And that is, they have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. They roll a 15 and a 5.
The DC is 15.
So they both... Oh, so he succeeds. The big guy succeeds.
Damn it. Okay. What about the other two?
They fail.
Okay. So it's full, obviously, on a...
Yeah, roll for damage. As
I
this... Ah, right.
That
okay.
was the 16 and 15.
Right. So that's
is
31
Ice
points
Storm?
of damage.
Yeah.
You can cast spells? That's badass.
Yeah, I got the one.
He's got a stick.
Oh, wow.
As this kind of swirling black cloud funnels down, drawn from the clouds above, and it creates this ballooning black cloud above that just starts spearing down shards of ice into the ground. Both the zombie and the skeleton just get penetrated. And the large creature takes a single large spire to the back. And it jams into him deep, poking out, and he just kind of stands there. It just hits him, and he just a single slight move of about a foot. The zombie and the skeleton dead instantly.
Okay, he's now in difficult terrain as well.
Yeah. As the ground begins to get coated in these kind of ice shards and this layer of ice from the cold. You got any more, Serafina?
I think that's all I can do. Just 1 second. Ooh. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. These... oh, fuck you.
Actually, can I move a bit?
Yeah?
No, I'm staying. Don't worry.
Alright. These zombies kind of... Yeah?
Can I use my bonus action to hide, actually?
Yeah!
I know it's a bit dumb, but I'm gonna do it.
That's fine.
What zombies?
The zombies in the north begin kind of marching forward. And the family that are just there like, no, you can't! And the man protecting them kind of steps forward alongside his wife, trying to kind of protect them from the zombies. The zombies don't take a swing, but this zombie dog...
don't see any zombies.
We don't see those.
Don't see nothing.
No, there's nothing there.
It's a family of... Okay.
Oh, God, okay!
Yeah, I'd been asking you to roll perception checks to see whether you could see these guys as they were coming. But now, presumably you can, as you hear the screaming as this zombie dog kind of tries to take a bite out of the father of the group.
No.
And rolls a natural 1.
Hey.
Misses entirely as the father just kind of wrestles this zombie dog off him and pushes him back. The rest of them not quite in melee range. But... let me just do this. Alright, so you can hear out of one of your ears, Serafina, you hear around the corner just this man screaming, "Ugh! Get off me!" And Yurith, you're up.
Fuck. Okay. I kind of want to, like, I guess. Well, I'll attack this big green guy in front of me. Just I'll attack him.
All right.
23.
Hits so easily.
Yeah. Can I cast divine? Well, actually, no. I won't do that. This is an attack.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Yep.
All right. Then I'll attack again. 15.
Hits.
That damage is a 5.
Are you divine smiting?
No, just damage.
Okay.
Keep the spells. So I'll do that, and I'll just kind of, I guess, look at Joseph and Ronan and just, kind of scream out, "That family! We must protect that family!" And I'll just stand there with my shield, and that's it. I'm done.
As you swing your sword once, cutting it in the shin, and the other one a thrust upwards, and you catch it in the belly, carving a little hole open and a little bit of bowel spilling out, black bowel and blood just kind of spilling to the ground. Snow.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna yell at Snow, protect them! And he will move. I think he can move. He has 40 feet.
Yeah.
Can you move like in
pretty
front
fast.
of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Jeff.
I can't move him though, so you have to do it.
You can move him now.
Rah. And then I'm so good at role playing a bear, guys.
As it pushes the mother and the children apart, just barreling through them, standing in front of them, roaring at the 4 fucking zombies and skeletons standing in front of it.
He's gonna try to attack that zombie that's... Fuck.
Do it, Snow.
Here.
Okay.
Do it. Save him.
That's the bite.
That's a hit.
Yes! which is... Oops! Maybe I should write roll to it. 12.
Okay. As the bear kind of lunges forward with its jaws open, grabs the zombie by the face and just kind of wrestles it back and forth. The zombie kind of hanging limp, but it's still alive in its jaws.
Then I will claw him.
All right. As the bear kind of just pulls this zombie from left to right, hanging in the air. 10 does hit.
Yay! Thank God they have crappy armor.
Yeah, for that bear, you'd have to roll a 1 not to hit, I think. What's the damage? 12. As the bear kind of wrenches this zombie from left to right, its kind of body hanging limp. It kind of paws up with its giant paws, grabs it by the shoulders and just pulls. And you can hear the sickening as the zombie's spine just kind of detaches from the rest of its body. And the body of this zombie just slams to the ground. And the bear, with this giant zombie head in its mouth, just looks over to Callie and with one fell swoop just clamps down, and the zombie's head just crunches inside its mouth. It's dead.
Good boy, Snow!
You're sure for a moment you can see it kind of tilt its head to the side, like happily, with this kind of zombie's head and the spine dangling out of its mouth.
And that's Snow's turn.
Alright.
Good job, Snow.
Has Wrath had a go in a while?
Yeah, it's his go now.
Okay.
Alright. Shit! Not without harming the bear. Poor Wrath is pretty stumped for what to do at this point. He's gonna pull an old Wrath trick. He's gonna turn visible, run up to this enormous green creature, and just kind of just run up to be like, "Hey, you're ugly. Fuck you." Timothy, you're up.
I'm gonna put on the goggles and I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb as a 3rd level spell.
Alright.
That's what I'm gonna do. At the big green dude.
What's the form it's gonna take?
I'm going to create a fire orb and I'm going to fire it at his manhood.
Nice!
Which I figure is still like,
Why
quite high. A fire orb in the manhood. So my spell attack is +6 and I have advantage because I got the goggles. So, need advantage. Slightly better. 18?
18 hits.
Yeah. So it's 5d8. 25 points of fire damage.
Alright.
Nice.
All good.
You got any more, Timfer?
Nope.
All right, Calypso, you're up. Sorry, it was a big pause there. I think I was waiting for Timfer to jump in, but carry on.
Did yours take damage when you got hit? I don't remember.
He did.
Yes, I did.
I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh my god, you're so good.
Touch his head, like pat his head.
Yeah. Keep going.
All right.
10.
And
Thank you.
I'm rolling crappy every now and then.
No.
It's really
10
high
more, 10 more than I had. It's okay. Thank you.
Your spoons begin to close as Calypso kind of touches his barreled head beneath his shield. It's still hovering above his arm.
And
Thank you, Callie.
no problem. Yeah, I can't do much more because I'm concentrating, so no spells for me.
Ah.
That's my turn.
All right. Joseph, you're up.
Okay. What does this guy in front of us look like? Is he in trouble or
No.
he's not?
No.
Oh.
He's got an arrow in his eye, an arrow in his shoulder. He's got Timfer's kind of bolt that struck him in the junk that kind of set fire to his loincloth for 25 points of damage, and he's looking like a zombie who's been beat the fuck up, but he's definitely not looking like he's not bowed or broken. He looks like he wants to punch something in a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
I'll attack him.
All right.
It's 25.
Flames currently licking up his belly as this huge Joseph swings down with his great sword.
Another D4. Ooh. It's 28.
All right. As you managing to strike this creature right in the arm with this great sword, and its arm just kind of cracks at the joint and just sort of starts hanging limply, and you bring your sword back. The creature still standing. Probably was impacted more by that strike than by most of the others, just sheerly by your size. You're still smaller than it though, and it's still coming. You got any more?
Yeah. I'll attack him again. Yeah, 23.
All right.
I want to do him right through the chest. Reroll that one. Whoa.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. So it's 27.
All right. As you draw back your blade and plunge it deep into this creature's chest, it's ooh, as the blade sinks deep right up to the hilt. What do you want to do?
Kill him!
I want to yank it back out again.
All right, you hold on it. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh God.
Athletics, if you'd like.
I get advantage on that anyway.
Because you are enormous.
21.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so you just draw this thing right out of him. The 8 feet of it. The creature just kind of... It does take a step forward with the pull. And for the first time you can see it stagger a little. And it's got this gaping wound that's just glugging black blood to the ground below it.
Okay. Now, I want to turn away from him.
Okay.
I want to touch my holy symbol, and I want to... move myself. Bloop! Misty step away.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run in with snow. Oh, can't slip myself. It's right here.
Nice.
Getting ready to go on these guys.
So you guys just see Joseph, this 12-foot tall Joseph, just woof, vanish out of existence in a puff of smoke and back into existence 30 feet away. And run up with this polar bear who kind of looks up to you because you're fucking enormous even compared to a polar bear. Greyheart.
Right. No, I'm just gonna move to there. And I'm gonna attack with the whip, which is an additional 10 feet. So I'll go for that. 17, 21. I'm guessing they both hit.
They do.
Alright.
Flash of lightning basically
Okay.
as this kind of snapping whip cracks across the...
That's 20 damage from the whip from both hits total, and then I add the 24, 30.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's 10 points of acid, 20 points of both.
As this whip just snaps out, strikes across the creature's torso and face, acid just eating away at the flesh from the wound. And for the first time, you see this creature start to look like it's a bit haggard. Its left arm just hanging limply. You got any more?
No. No.
Alright. So this demon, kind of seeing Wrath's insult, swings a fist down on top of him, just plunges it down, crashes right through the top of Wrath Modar, slamming into the ground below. Boom! You feel the shaking of the ground and the cobbles crack beneath him, and the image of Wrath vanishes, and you see him climbing the back of this creature.
Yay!
This guy's so
He's
good.
such a badass.
He really is. Like a cowboy, he's supposed to ride everything. There's nothing wrong with that.
And then with his next attack, he slams it back down on Ureth. This giant fist for 19.
Misses.
Oh my god! 19 misses?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this guy. As you put up the shield that hovers above your arm, and this fist slams down into the top of the shield, but this time you manage to resist being crushed.
That's right.
And you're in this kind of battle of wills against this creature's fist as it slams down on this paladin's shield. The other creature is gonna bum rush Seraphina
Oh no. Bum rush.
as he kind of lunges forward, begins walking, and then starts moving into a stride and just jumps into the air and goes to tackle Seraphina. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oops, that might help if I added something. That's plus 7, so it's 13.
Alright, as the creature just plows into you and knocks you to the ground. You take... no, I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Let's do this. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the creature just manages to push you to the ground, and basically you're 2-3 feet tall, and this creature might be somewhere in the region of about 15 feet, and it just manages to crush you to the ground, and with one hand on your chest it looks like it's going to come up and punch you with the other, but not this round. Ronan, you're up.
How does my uncanny dodge work with that kind of stuff?
I don't know. Well, it's uncanny dodge. It gives you half damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use uncanny dodge for that and take half damage.
Nah. How much damage was it?
8.
8.
Okay.
Alright, I run over here.
Okay.
And I shoot the one with the guy on his back, and that's been marked.
Okay.
21 and 21.
They hit.
7. Yeah. 19. So 26.
Alright.
Yeah.
These 2 arrows strike into the creature's side of the creature's head. Just one into the head, one into the jaw, which dislocates it and sends it hanging loose underneath him.
Hell yeah.
Kind of looking round, its face is beginning to decompose slightly and slough off as it's beginning to look increasingly haggard.
Hell yeah.
Any more?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Alright. You watch as this undead creature, this green creature, steps forward,
Jesus.
lunges forward towards Ronan. I don't think you can actually get there in time.
Motherfucker. This was such a bad idea.
It uses its action to kind of say to Ronan, I will kill all of you here. You, the living, do not belong in this city. From where have you come? And Seraphina, you're up.
Nope. No, she's not.
Is she unconscious? Seraphina, you're up.
Can I just ask a point of clarity?
Yes.
I hid on my last action.
Yes.
Would that have had any effect on it?
Yeah, you rolled a stealth check, yeah?
You didn't ask me to. I hid as a bonus action.
Yep, okay. I should have got you to roll a stealth check, because I imagined in my head I had a number, but I don't know where I got that from. Okay, well, on this occasion, he saw you as you tried to hide.
Thanks, yeah.
Nope.
So what can I do
now.
now?
So right now, you're underneath him. To be honest,
Yeah.
he
So
can
what do I do?
probably... When you hide as a bonus action,
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to be...
no. Don't
you
care
have to
about
hide
that.
behind or something. You can't just hide if you're standing in an open area.
Yeah, but what do I do now?
What do you want to do? You've got this creature kind of on top of you, one hand on your chest, looking like he's going to try and drive a hand into you.
Well, can I do anything? Can I move? Can I...
Do you want to try?
Don't know.
You can try and get out from underneath him if you'd like.
Okay.
It would
So
be
what-
an athletics check contested by his if you wanted to try and kind of get out from under his grasp.
Probably not worth it. Can I do anything else?
It's up to you.
Am I grappled?
Yes.
Do everything
Right.
else.
Do
Okay.
it all.
But
I
you,
am-
you are,
Seen.
but, Seraphina, you are currently in shadow.
Yeah, I've used that already. I'm going to use my Dagger of Last Resort, which I can use when I'm grappled.
Nice. All right.
And I can't remember exactly what it does. Bear with me. And I can... How big is he? Bigger.
He's large. In fact,
Yeah.
I
What
think
it be?
huge. He's like
It goes extra
all
for
right.
every size above me.
He's you're small, so he's 3 sizes above you.
Okay. I'm going to try and use that then.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, he's huge. So he's 3
So normal,
sizes.
big.
Yeah, it goes normal, large, huge, gargantuan, and whatever you want.
Let's hope we never find out.
Yeah.
That totally hits.
Okay. I deal an extra 1d6 damage per size category.
Okay, so that's 3d6.
Cool.
So that's 17 points of damage.
Yep.
Do let me know what you roll, just so that I have some sense.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry,
don't
yeah.
always have the
17.
thing yet. All right.
And now I want to try and get away.
So
Can I do that? No, I guess not. Don't worry.
Yeah, probably not. As an action, you can try and break a grapple, but not as a. You've got any more, Seraphina?
Can I do anything else while grappled?
You can use a bonus action.
Okay. Can I use my short bow? My hand
Yeah.
crossbow?
As a bonus action, yeah, of course.
I can't disengage or anything, can I?
Not while grappled. You could try.
15?
Hits.
Cool. Another 7.
All right. You kind of you draw this little box from your pocket, effectively, this tiny little box. Click the button on it, and ching, this little dagger springs out. You stab this creature in the hand. And, you can see that it injures him, and then with your other hand, you get out and shoot a shot straight at his face, which glances off his forehead and into the sky, cutting this great swathing slice through his forehead. But he looks okay. You're up.
I'm going to swing at this big green blobber in front of me.
All right.
Bam, 26.
26 hits.
7 damage.
7 damage as you swing with your sword. You cut this great swathing hole through its belly, and as its bits and pieces just start to tumble out of it, you can see that it doesn't stop. It just starts just falling out in front of you. You take a step back as this kind of goo just begins to fill the space in front of you, and Wrath's like,
"Oh my god!
For God's sake!" As it just kind of collapses underneath him, and he finds himself kind of sitting on top of this collapsed, hollowed out zombie.
Okay, so it's dead.
It's dead.
Yay!
Fist pump in the air. Okay. Alright, I will move right to this other green guy. Which is like right at 30 feet, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And what do I have as a bonus action? Hold on a second. I am going to attempt to cast Compel Duel. Bam, that's like right there.
Alright.
Gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
He rolls a 21.
Fuck me. Okay. That spell never works. Okay, turn's over.
Snow.
Snow! It's snow again?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, he's gonna try to bite that red thing.
Alright.
A red zombie woman thing.
Yeah, not the child, I see. Yeah.
No, not the child. That would not be very
funny.
nice. So that's a 12 and a 21.
Okay, they both hit.
Yay! $13 damage on the bite.
Okay.
And
As the polar bear kind of reaches forward, grabs across the shoulder and torso with its jaws, and it just starts ripping into it with its claws and tearing it apart. This zombie just torn to shreds by this polar bear.
oh, Jesus! And it still has its claws to use. Is that a okay? Let's eat the dog. Let's claw the dog.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's eat the dog.
it's a dog, right?
Yeah, it's a
zombie dog.
Zombie
Yeah.
dog.
So
That
zog
makes
me.
it okay.
Yeah, that makes it okay. And since the second one was 21 to hit,
That hits.
12 damage.
Okay. As the claw comes down, it manages to catch the dog. As it's on one of its bounds, just manages to catch it. As it turns to growl at this enormous polar bear. Fearless and alive, but not looking too good. As this claw mark careers through its side, its rump being sort of divided in several sections, but it's magically staying together and keeping on moving.
What a special dog. That's Snow's turn.
Alright. Wrath's up next. He is going to... what's he going to do? Can't get to Ronan. He's going to run up to this creature from behind and cast Shocking Grasp on it.
Yeah! Do it!
It's not just gonna show him the finger again.
Fuck.
Rolls a natural fucking 1 as Wrath's fingers hit nothing but air as electricity arcs through them. Timfer.
Hello. I am going to run up next to Urith, and I'm gonna cast Agonizer's Scorcher on him.
Alright.
I'm gonna scorch him. So you have to make a dex save.
Scorcher.
Scorcher.
Sarcasm.
Sorry, Kaz.
Alright.
He rolls a 12.
He fails, so he takes 3d8 fire damage in the face. Boof! 18
Whoa.
fire damage. In his big face.
As this burst of flame, basically this column of fire, spirals out from Timfer's hand and just shoots past this creature, and it catches him as it goes past, bursts into flame up his right arm. You can see it howl out for a moment, and it's still standing. Definitely hit it hard.
That's all.
Callie.
Where am I? There I am. Jesus, it's really far around here. Around these parts. Yeah. I'm just gonna step up here. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Seraphina. 7.
Seraphina, as you are pinned beneath this giant creature, you just hear Callie's voice over the air, over the moaning of this enormous face in your
Don't get
face.
crushed!
Thank you.
And that's my turn.
Joseph. Still giant, still swinging.
Yeah.
Joseph? Is he
Well,
I'm muted, sorry. Sorry, I was here. I'm gonna take a step forward and I'm gonna swing at the dog first. Is it a dog?
It is. The one on the
Okay.
ground.
23.
Hits. You crush it.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna take a swing at these skeleton guys. 16.
Hits.
19.
Crushing. As you, after the great sword slams down and just crushes this zombie dog beneath it, you swing it up and it just slices its way through the shield of the skeleton, right through its torso, and its body just separates into 2 scattered pieces that hit the
And then
ground.
I wanna keep it going and hit the third one. 25 to hit.
Hits.
18.
As you separate this one in half as well, right through the middle.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back around, then move further out towards this guy. And up.
Alright. Grey Heart.
There's only 2 abominations right now that we can see.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna try to look closer to the one on Seraphina. 60 feet away, Jesus. No, I'm just gonna have to cast Eldritch Blast, I guess.
Okay.
11 and 18.
They both hit on the giant green guy or the smaller
Yeah.
green guy?
Giant green guy.
Yeah. Both hit.
5.
5.
Yeah.
There's these two beams strike into the side of the creature as it's crouched down over Seraphina. Seraphina, you see the light just career past it, but it's still standing there, still kneeling there.
Am I able to determine what this thing is? If it's familiar to me at all?
Yeah, go for it. Roll a nature check or an arcana check, I guess. It's going to be difficult.
18?
Looking at this thing, it looks like it was once a giant. Not an enormous giant, but certainly a giant that has been turned undead. You've never seen anything like it. It's
Now I have.
horrible.
Yep. Alright, that's all I got.
Ronan.
Alright, well, this guy was talking some serious smack, so I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on that one there, and I'm gonna shoot him. 24 and a 14.
They both hit.
13, 18, 31.
Fucking hell. As these arrows right into its chest, sinking in deep, and the creature, still a little bit on fire, kind of howls out from the impact. Have you got any more?
Yep, I just double bird him.
The creature then, seeing what has happened, he's like, just shouts to you, "Who are you? You would do such a thing to us."
I'm
And
Rick
just-
James, bitch.
Rick James. My master will hear of this. And he
Good.
turns and begins to flee. And Tinfa, Ureth, and Wrath are all going to get a melee attack on him.
Yeah, can I attempt to tackle him?
Ooh.
Roll me an initiative check. And I'll
An
roll
initiative?
one for Revenant.
Oh, initiative. That's not good.
That's 2.
Wah, wah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he's just too quick for you to kind of get that kind of thinking going, and he's moving too fast. So are you going
Lift
to
the tackle.
swing at him?
Yeah, I guess I can attempt to swing at him after that, yeah.
You kind of consider the tackle, realize he's moving too quickly, and just woof, take a swing. You
14?
catch him. 14. Just as he just is almost out of your reach, and you manage to catch him in the back of the shin.
For 11 damage.
All right.
I rolled a 15.
That hits 2. Roll for damage, Tinfa, with your melee. Wrath hit as well, and he's going to have to be rolling the lamest damage too.
I don't even know what. Oh, here we go. 1d4 plus 2. Yes.
Oh, isn't that cute?
5!
Between you, you do 8 points of damage
Yeah.
as it's trying to flee. Actually,
Got
I'm
him.
gonna get. You can only get that. All right. Meanwhile, this enormous creature is just going to start wailing on Seraphina. 18 to hit.
Yep.
It deals 26 points of bludgeoning damage with the first strike.
Can I use my uncanny dodge?
Yes.
So how much is that?
13.
Ooh.
As you manage to kind of just get yourself into a position where the impact isn't so bad, like squeezing yourself underneath its hand. It kind of, because it can't quite reach her, it lifts its hand off and then just slams down with another fist. This time dealing 21 points of bludgeoning damage. He rolled a 20 to hit.
Okay. How much?
21.
Okay.
Seraphine, you're up. No longer grappled because he had to kind of take his hand off you.
Okay. Am I prone?
Yes.
What's it to get up?
Half movement speed.
Okay. So I get up and I am gonna go
Alright.
12.
12 hits.
Cool. That's 8 points of damage for that one. And 5.
Alright. As you you get to your feet, this 2, maybe 3 foot tall Seraphina up against this fucking gigantic undead giant. You draw your blade and just stab him in the knee as best you can. Get it right in there. And while it's in there, you draw your hand crossbow and take a shot at him, managing to catch him in the shoulder. It's still very much standing and very much kicking.
I got half my movement though, right?
You do?
How close is he to me? Is that correct?
He's within melee range, so he's basically right on top of you.
Okay, I want to run through his legs to the back of him.
Alright, as you nimble right through his legs and get right behind him. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Ureth.
So this guy here is like long gone, right? On the left.
Well, he's there. That's accurate where he is right now.
Oh, so I can like run him down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
His
do
movement
that.
speed is not great.
Can I run him down and tackle him?
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
go for it.
What I got to roll for that?
So it would be for a tackle. It's like a contested strength check. So it's an athletics check against his athletics.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm trying to tackle this guy down and pin him to the ground here. So athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay, +6 modifier.
He rolled a 13.
I'm okay with that, I think.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
44.
Awesome.
Bundle into him from behind, and you slam him to the ground.
It's like bear hug him and then lay on top of him for a second, and why no? Because I think he's trying to get out of here. So, and I guess I just hold him there.
All right.
What else can I really do? I'm just kind of enjoying the hug, hugging it out.
Okay.
You're not going anywhere, fiend.
You start to cuddle him. Are you the big spoon? Probably.
Release me.
Never.
Snow, you're up.
Oh. That's you. You can't really go all that far. I'll go over here. That's all he can do.
He can run. He can dash this turn if you want to dash.
That'd be 40 more.
He can
Yeah.
reach the giant.
I'll stand in front of the giant.
Alright. Wrath's up next. He's gonna run up to Ureth and he's gonna say to Ureth, well, I've shown my face, so we cannot allow this creature to live or leave.
Let's take him down to. Was it Damien? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try to get some information out of this fiend.
Sounds good to me. Let's do that. He just kind of crouches down and holds this creature down with you as best he can.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. More hooks, the better.
Timfer.
A lot of hugging going on over here.
Kind of want to just join the hugs.
I was kind of thinking that.
No, I'm going to turn and face this giant creature. And I will cast a second level fire orb. So it's 1d20 plus 6. Hope I don't fuck it up.
Bead of black energy forms in Timfer's hand, bursts into flame. And he jets it out as it spears somehow past this gigantic
Into
target.
the sky.
Into the sky.
And then this happens.
Do you get advantage on the throw?
No, because I used it already.
Ah, right. Alright.
But I do a surge.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go and look that up. Calypso, you're up. While my acrobat reader crashes.
Can I try to get on the roof?
Yes.
Up here? Oh, would I rope lap?
Where are you? Where
I'm
are
on the
you?
ground. You can't see me?
Oh yeah, I can see that. Where are you heading?
Up on the roof here.
Okay.
It never pings when I want me to. There you go.
Roll an acrobatics check, or athletics rather, to climb. Like that.
That's great because it's 0, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
12.
It's pretty tricky climb, but these big, chunky, like the stones that are used to build these places are really big, thick stones, and you manage to find handholds easily, and you do manage to get your way up there. It takes you a bit of work. And as you're kind of climbing, you look down, you're like, fuck, this is getting high, and you take a look and you realize that Timfer's hair is falling out of his head as you're climbing, just tumbling out in great swathes.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what?
Clumps of it just as it's just falling to the ground. And
What?
Timfer before long is bald.
Yes!
What the hell, Tinfer?
Oh,
We're supposed to be the Blue Gnome. We're not the hairless gnome group.
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna look at that demon guy and scream out in Abyssal, "Come get me, you motherfucker!"
Nice.
Nice. The creature just kind of looks, growls in your direction. You think you've got his attention?
Yes.
Joseph.
Okay. I think I'm too far from this guy. I'm like 60. I'm gonna have to use Misty Step again. So I'm gonna blink over to him and then run a little bit.
Your bamfing.
Yeah. And then start swinging. It's 27.
Hits.
Reroll that one and that one. And then add a 4. So what am I doing? It's 15, 13, 17, 22, 24 damage.
Alright. As Haziron careers through, cutting a segment out of this guy's abdomen, his kind of innards beginning to spill from the wound.
Okay, and you do it again. Ooh, an actual 1.
Haziron betraying you as you go to swing again. And it just hits nothing but air.
Damn, I'm done.
Greyheart.
What was that?
Can't hear you.
Oh, he's muted.
That's awkward.
Sorry, you were wondering why
No.
we weren't doing anything.
Eldritch Blast. First one misses. Second one hits.
Alright. Roll for damage on that second beam.
10.
Alright, as the beam cuts a sort of charring burn out of his left shoulder.
Alright. That's all I got.
Ronan.
Alright, switch my I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go here and cast Cure Wounds on Seraphina. Where's my button? There it is. There's my button. Oh, great. 3. Awesome. And that's
Every
it.
little helps.
Yay.
Is there no add to Cure Wounds? It's just a straight D8?
Yeah, believe so. I macroed it, so... Well, it must be... It's a plus something, because I rolled a 1. So...
Yeah.
Let's see. It's
Oh, I
something.
see. Yes, 1d8 plus.
Spellcasting is not my forte.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh well. But nice,
Yeah.
nonetheless. Ureth, you're up.
I just want to continue to hold this guy down in this awesome hug I'm having.
You got it.
I don't want him to go anywhere.
Could
Forever.
knock him the fuck out.
Can I do that while hugging him?
Yeah.
Hell
you
yeah.
could butter your sword in the back of the head.
Okay, what do I gotta do for that?
Just roll an attack.
D20 plus like my is proficiency or anything or
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, straight attack. Usual attack. Usual
normal
damage.
attack? Boom, 17.
Roll for damage.
Okay. 10 damage.
Alright. So you crack him in the back of the head, it's a solid whack. He's still
Sure.
conscious, still going.
Okay.
And he's gonna try and wrestle out from under you on his turn now.
Okay.
It's gonna be an athletics contest, but you get
Advantage?
yeah, because you've got Wrath holding him down too. He rolled an 18.
I got 25.
That's enough. As he looks like he's gonna try and get
He's
out.
not
Two of
getting
you just
away.
managed to hold him down.
Oh man, you can't get away from this hug. Bring it in.
Why do you want to?
Yeah.
Seraphina, you're up.
Okay, I want to try and jump on this big green guy
Okay.
and climb up him.
Athletics check.
It's not going to go well.
So you
9.
managed to make it up to his waistband of his loincloth, which is on his back, so you're kind of at butt height. You just managed to get up to kind of butt height. It's not difficult to climb this guy to there. It's pretty slick and difficult to get it higher, but...
Okay. I'm going to go for him with my dagger.
In the butt.
In the butt.
What?
16.
Hits. In the butt.
So that is 8 plus 16. 24.
Alright. As you plunge this dagger into his spine, right into the coccyx, you feel it sort of scrape against bone as it goes in.
And then another 6 damage.
You shoot him point blank range in the back of your crossbow, just poof, right in the spine. Another 6.
Yep, and that's me.
Okay, Ureth, you're up. Oh wait, how have I got Ureth again?
Wait a
I
second.
think you got us the wrong way around that time.
Okay, it's my bad. Ureth is in my thing twice. Sometimes this system doesn't quite work. I don't know how that happens. In which case, Snow, you're up.
Oh,
Oh, Snow.
we shall try to bite and claw him like for years. 18.
Yep, that hits.
The second one is 14.
That also hits.
Good. He bites for 10 damage. Claws for 13 damage.
23. Alright. The big creature turns, having heard Calypso's taunt, and just kind of lumbers forward. I'm going to have Seraphina, you're on his butt still.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, you get to make an opportunity attack. And so does the polar bear, I think, because he's going to go as deep as he can.
Polar bear. Snow and Joe, am I right?
Snow and Joe.
Yeah.
Joseph, that misses. Greyheart, that also misses, I think.
Is Joseph talking?
I can't hear anybody.
Oh, I'm definitely muted. Sorry.
Oh my lord.
Joseph, that does hit. Yeah. So.
Yeah, 20. And then, oh shit, I forgot how much damage it was. 6, 18. Oh man.
And Greyheart, how much damage
For what?
did you hit with your? Oh no, I can see you rolling over here. I just don't quite sure.
I didn't roll.
It's just roll 20 being weird then.
31 damage.
31 damage. Alright, as you slice it from behind with the mighty Haziram. And the polar bear?
13 hit. I don't know if that hit.
It does.
It does.
Oh, attack of opportunity. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Oh, it's should just use one, right? Like the claws.
Yeah.
Or bite, whatever. Yep.
Yeah, he can use either, really. 13 points, nice.
And I'll, I guess, hit with the whip then.
Greyheart, you're going to remain in melee distance, so he's not going to get. You're going to get an attack
Okay.
opportunity. He's going to try and leap. He's going to try and reach up and grab Calypso inside one of his hands.
No.
So, Callie, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah, character sheet. $15.
So he does manage to. He lunges up with his hand, grabs you in one hand, and just draws you off the roof. And he's going to, with his other hand, attempt to kind of crush you between them.
Oh god, I really pissed him off, guys.
He rolls a 28 to hit,
Whoa!
Yeah, that hit.
and you take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of
Whoa.
crushes you between his hands.
Ow!
Boosh.
Tinfa, you're up.
You address him as the balding gnome from now on?
The tiny bald man, yeah.
Thank you. Welcome to the boat side.
So, enraged by this,
It's not as bad as you think.
I put my goggles down and I say, "Fuck you, buddy! Put down my buddy!" And I'm gonna cast a thunder orb at third level. And I pull my goggles down. If I didn't say that, I think it's
Yeah, you did.
I said it. So, this guy. Where's my thing? Where? 20 plus 6 with advantage. Oh,
That
20?
hits. Yes.
yay!
Little black bead in your hands starts sparking with energy. You cast it forward and it strikes the creature.
For this many points of thunder damage.
Wow. 20.
Nice.
20.
A lot of dice.
As lightning arcs through its body, it's gripping hold of Callie tightly in one hand, and that happens.
That happens. Ah! I'm going wild.
He's going wild, buck wild as usual. 30.
Crazy bold gnome.
All right. So Tim, for the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute has max damage.
Sway!
As this surge builds within you, and woof, suddenly you feel magically enhanced for a moment. Calypso, you're being grabbed by a large giant that is undead. His kind of deathly decaying fingers around your body.
Can I cast spells on myself?
Yeah. Yeah, you're just grappled.
Okay.
You can still cast.
Cast level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Your wounds heal slightly as this creature reels back for another strike.
Is there anything I can do? Should I try to get it out of his hands?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
No, wait. Actually, no. God damn it! I just cast a spell too. So I'm in his fist, right?
You are.
I'm in his fist.
Giggity.
Yep.
And Seraphina's on his butt.
I'm gonna try to bite his finger.
Oh!
Nice.
So roll me a standard melee attack.
Which is, because I don't really melee. Which one of the melees?
Just your normal melee attack.
Like what I do with a chakram or what I do with a...
What you do with a staff.
Dexterity modifier for staffs?
Yeah, we'll say dexterity modifier for bite. Why not?
Okay.
Unarmed attacks generally are with dex.
5.
5. Oh fuck! You try to bite down on it, but his finger's so fucking thick that you can't get your teeth
God
through
damn
it.
it. I just scream out. Let me go!
Joseph. All you
Shouldn't
can
have
hear
been
is,
a D20? Sorry to interrupt.
oh yeah, to attack D20.
Yeah,
plus
you
one,
rolled
yeah.
a D8.
Callie, roll me a D20 plus your dex mod.
3.
Okay.
Does not change the outcome.
Awesome.
So, Joseph, you're up.
What,
But
me?
Joseph, yes.
Okay.
You can hear Callie screaming for help, basically.
So I went to make toast. Where's Callie? Is she being
I'm in
eaten?
his hand.
Yeah, she's being eaten, basically.
Oh, in his hand?
Yep.
She's been grabbed by this giant hand and he's crushing her a little
I'm
bit.
gonna try and like.
I'm on the butt though, so just mind out.
Okay, I won't aim for the butt. I'm gonna aim for like his neck.
Okay.
I'm probably tall enough. That's 26.
Hits.
Whoa.
25. 26 damage.
How do you want to do this?
No!
Yeah.
Let's take his fucking head off.
Okay.
Have him
Hey!
swing from behind. Take his head off.
You swing down with Haziron from behind. It glides right through from clavicle down to sternum, down all the way through to his rib cage, and you could just see that he just kind of the whole top half of him just starts to slide off and slough off, and the arm that's kind of holding Callie is just still held up while the rest of his top half just slides off his body and hits the ground. Seraphina, you're kind of hanging onto his back as the whole creature begins to fall back upon you. You're like, oh fuck, as it lands right on you, and you end up just standing as the creature's kind of decaying and decrepit form just slops across you, and decays around you, so that you kind of standing right through a hole in its body as it sort of sloughs around your body.
Lovely.
Callie, you land on the ground, still held by this hand that no longer has a head attached to it. But you're okay.
Yeah. Fist pumps for everybody.
All right.
Can someone heal the guy on the ground? Heal this villager.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that. I have to lean down like a long way. But I lean down and I just jolt him and give him five hit points.
Okay. You lean down and literally just you have divine energy through your hands like a holy defibrillator, and you zoom, shock him back into life. Yeah.
Claire!
Breathes again. His eyes blink open. He's like, oh, thank you. What happened to the family?
They're okay.
They're fine. You saved them.
Oh, thank you. He just kind of lays his head back on the cobbles.
Meanwhile, guys over here!
Oh shit.
Still hugging it out with this dude.
Is he unconscious?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Can we make him unconscious?
Can we do that? Hit him repeatedly until he's unconscious?
Yes.
Do you gotta roll for that? Or is this
turns
just...
to just kind of whack him until he stops moving, but you do your best not to kill him. And you do manage to knock him clean out eventually.
Okay.
Are we taking this guy back with us?
Yeah, I think
Probably
we
a
should
good idea.
take him down real quick, yeah. So I pick him up over my shoulder.
Isn't he massive?
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh, is he?
He is.
How
He's
do
a
you just
large
pick him?
creature. He's bigger than you.
Maybe
Joseph carry him.
Urith, maybe I should take him.
Okay.
How long does your spell last? 2? 'Cause it's 10 minutes, right?
That's only a minute, I think.
Oh.
It's not going to be long before that runs out.
Yeah.
What if
Why don't you take an arm?
Levitate him.
I'll take an arm and we'll just drag him.
Okay. So we do that.
Okay. Where are you taking him?
Back to the underground place where Wrath can show us how to get there, right?
Okay. Wrath's like, yeah, we should try and go quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a stealth check.
I'm dragging the dude. Can I just look to Cat? I said, Cat, can you just make sure that the family, make sure they're okay?
Yeah. Should I go talk to them?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes. I gotta go over to talk
They
to
look
the
fine
family.
from here.
And you go over, and the children are crying and upset, and the mother is just kind of consoling them as best she can. She herself has tears running down her face. The man, who's slightly older, kind of grey eyebrows, bald head, still wearing kind of peasant's robes, just kind of comes up to you and clasps you by the hand, and eventually kind of pulls you into a hug, just hugs you for a moment. And then he just kind of says in your ear, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you saved my family, thank you."
No problem. Where do you guys live?
We live this side of town. We're not far from home. Who are you? Where did you come from?
We are the famous Blue Gnome Group.
Blue Gnome Group? Thank you. Please be careful. These creatures, they
Where did they all come from?
they've been here for years. They've always been here. They are
there more of them?
abominations of Saztam. The Lich Lord of Thay. You really aren't from here, are you?
No.
Well, please be careful. It's not safe here. It has never been safe here.
Do you have any information about this place that could help us?
What do you want to know?
Are there more of these things around?
Yes. Countless. The further north you go, the more you will find. They tend to roam around what used to be the College of the Mages.
Are you safe here now?
No, none of us are ever safe. We just hope to stay out of their way. They take people. They certainly have been recently taking lots of people. I don't know why. They just drag them to the north and they're never seen from again. And they wanted my children. I don't know why. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what would have happened.
Why do you stick around here if it's so dangerous?
We can't leave. The castle is guarded. They won't allow us to leave. Those who try are never heard from again.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it is.
Could you, do you live far from here?
No, just a few roads to the east, to the northeast. It won't take us long to get there. I think we'll be okay. If you wanted to escort us, I wouldn't say no.
What's your name?
My name is Thedrin.
Well, nice to meet you, Thedrin.
Well, what is yours?
Calypso.
Calypso, you are Celestia's grace. Thank you.
I could ask some of my friends to help me escort you if you want.
Yes. I think if we must go quickly, though. We've made a terrible noise. I don't know if any of these things will have hurt us again.
I'll go.
Tenth Fair.
Yeah,
You're right next to me, so do you want to help escort them?
I guess.
I'll come.
Again. Okay. So let's help these guys home. Yes. And then we
Okay.
can meet up. We can meet up with the others at the
At the base thingy.
base thing, the base thingy that we were at earlier.
Let's do it.
Alright, so you guys escort the family home. It's not far, and you manage it with relative ease, having slain anything that could have heard you already. Everything in the local area is dead. You killed it all.
And we can go at double speed.
And with Seraphina teaching you how to kind of move through the city relatively quietly and quickly, you get them home safe. The rest of you manage to drag this corpse through the streets. As without Seraphina's help, it's slow going, but you manage to get back to the entrance, back to this kind of derelict tavern, and you manage to get him back down this spiral staircase, mostly just pushing him and allowing him to roll a few steps at a time. And he's bloodied and a mess, but you manage to get him down into the sort of bowels of this basement and back to the Red Council.
Yeah.
Yes. Winning.
What's the guy's name? Was it Damien, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we come in there, then we shout out, Damien, Sir Armstrong. Forgot his first name. We have something you should take a look at.
So you can see that they haven't really changed position since you last saw them. They're still in there. They're still currently having their same conversation. They're in the middle of meeting, and immediately they see you enter, and Armstrong kind of stands immediately, and he just goes, "Oh my God, what has happened? Are you all right?"
We're fine. We're fine. We ran into an unexpected problem, but ourselves just fine.
We saved some villagers.
We brought you this guy.
You're welcome.
Already you're managing to do good in this city. Thank you. Were you seen?
Well, we slayed a lot of zombies.
Well, there are no survivors that left aside from the villagers.
Good. He takes a quick sideways glance to Damien, who nods in his direction. He just kind of says, "Good, relieved." He says, I see you brought us a present of sorts.
Yes, and I guess we'll see how useful he can be.
Yeah. Is he conscious?
No. But we can wake him up if you want.
We'll wake him up and see what he has to say.
I slap him.
Alright, you slap his face. He's still unconscious.
While I'm slapping him, I asked Alexander Armstrong, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it before.
Armstrong says, I don't know, but beneath the college in the Doom Vault, I think Wrath has been experimenting. This creature, I think, may once have been a dragonborn, although the destruction of its tissue makes it difficult to tell. It was once an unusual creature. I don't think I've ever come across dragonborn as large as this, though. Goodness knows what Sass has managed to convert into an undead form here, but something, clearly.
I slap him again.
Roll me a d20. Just a straight up d20.
With strength?
You can if you want. Add your strength modifier? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yay. 19.
Okay, you slap him, and it's a solid smack. You hit him fucking hard. You
Divine
feel
smite.
the flesh move beneath your fingers, and he does kind of.
Can I stand over him to make sure he doesn't make a run for it? Just to.
Yeah, you kind of stay close by, making sure that he's not about to kind of
Yeah, just do one of those.
bolt.
Yeah.
Where am I? What is this place?
Punch him in the nose.
Roll me a strength check, Timper.
Let's move that corner. It's athletics. Huh?
Yeah. Well.
0.
That's horrible.
Solid 0.
So having slapped him extremely hard, and he wakes up. Timper, from his perspective, takes a run up, whack, smacks him in the face. From everybody else's perspective, he takes a step forward and barely taps his nose.
I look really proud of myself.
The creature, like, tiny brush on the nose, just get off me, you tiny insect. Where am I? What is this place? Alexander kind of steps forward. You found your way into the Red Council.
Ooh, don't tell him.
This creature will not be leaving here alive. I'm not afraid.
Don't tell him that either.
Don't tell him that!
You've never done this before?
Perhaps you should take the lead.
Joseph, take the reins.
Got it.
Beginning
I
to
pull up
realize
Hazaron.
out of my depth. Yep.
2 seconds. Okay, I just put it up to him for now. I just say, tell us everything you know about the Doom Vault. Where is Sam keeping the phylactery? And just push it up to his face, to his neck.
You hear a voice in the back of your mind just say, "Slay this pitiful creature."
Just give me a second, just let me talk to it.
What?
Who are you talking to, Joseph?
What?
Who are you talking to, Joseph?
What do you need a second for?
Talking to this guy.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Answer the question, you undead fiend.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Me or Joseph?
Joseph.
Okay.
You can do it with advantage, given that
There you go.
you've got this other paladin going, yeah, around your shoulder.
Yeah!
Yeah, and
Joseph. You tell him, Joe.
13.
Oh God, it's rookie.
You can see the creature's like, kill me if you must. And he spits in your face as best he can, but it's like it's just this spray of black, and it barely reaches you.
Okay. I push Hazaron slightly closer towards him, and then I use it and cast Detect Thoughts.
Holy shit.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
It's a long description. Okay, so I can focus my mind on any one creature. I initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment.
Okay.
And then I can probe deeper, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
So you lean down, Haziron in hand, pressing it close to him, and you can hear Haziron's voice in the back of your mind saying, "This creature, it is fearful of you, but also it is fearful of Saztam."
Okay. If you probe deeper, if it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning. Okay, I just asked it again. Where is the phylactery?
Just gonna ask it straight out.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask it.
Alright. He says, "I know not of what you speak. Be
Okay,
done with it,
Can I roll
then I
insight
wanna-
check for that?
And then want to probe deeper to see if it is actually, if it doesn't know what it's talking about.
Greyheart, you can insight check. Yep, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
He rolls a 26 on the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. DC was 13, so yeah.
Can I cast Zone of Truth?
Yes.
Okay. That's a charisma saving throw.
With that, the spell ends.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me just check on Zone of Truth here.
Yep.
What's your spell save DC?
That's 14?
Alright.
Yeah, 14 now.
Alright. So you know that he succeeds on his saving throw.
Gotcha.
He rolled an 18, just.
Alright. Okay, I guess I'm standing over it, so I guess I'll point my sword at him as well and kind of piggyback, you know. Listen, you demon. If you do not tell us what you know, I promise, by Tyr's hand, I will end you.
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Greyheart, what did you roll for insight?
Insight, yeah.
What did you roll?
Yes, I'll-
16.
So you have a sense that he's lying
Boom!
somewhat. Ureth rolls a natural 20.
Just knock it
Oh,
out.
I
the
tell
park.
everyone that he's lying. I have a feeling that he's lying.
The creature, hearing that and hearing Ureth's kind of hugely, suddenly intimidating presence, and and less threatened by the dark energies of Hazaron than it is by Ureth's
That's a
kind
Tyr.
of...
Tyr does that. That's what happens much.
Sure.
You can see his eyes widen, and he just... Alright, I'll tell you. What do you want to know?
Where is the Doom Vault?
No, we know where that is.
Where is the phylactery?
Phylactery.
Tell me the stuff. Where's the phylactery at? Where is it?
Alright. The phylactery is in the Doom Vault. It's hidden in a phylactery vault. You'll never find it. It is locked behind countless doors, behind countless traps, behind countless beasts. You'll never find it.
There has to be a way, clearly. I mean, there has to be a way to get there.
Only the undead can walk those halls safely.
We got one of those.
You'll be useful for once.
Well, half
little
useful.
meth. So anything else we need to ask this guy?
What are you? Where do you come from?
I was once a half-dragon. Before I met Sazterm.
And then what happened when you met him?
No, he killed me, only to force me to rise again. New, better, immortal.
Don't seem very immortal.
Your friend back there didn't seem very immortal.
Oh, he died like a bitch.
You think you're being kind of tricked?
Loyalty will be rewarded with immortality. And I am the most loyal of them all.
So it's eternal death that you seek.
The undying. I will never die.
I mean, we can prove you wrong right now, literally.
But
It's
you
not
won't
that
live
hard.
to see that after, though.
Do with me as you will.
Okay.
Saz will not allow me to stay down.
I cut his head off.
Alright. As Joseph just,
No choice. That's pretty much it.
with his double-handed sword, just cleaves the head from this creature.
I'm an idiot.
Haziron
Is he-
in the
Is
back
he
of
still
your
alive?
mind. The creature is not alive.
He wasn't immortal.
Damn. So you
Yes.
do need a head to survive. I make a note of that in my book.
Yes, the headless horseman isn't dead.
Well, okay.
So- Well,
Good
I'm
job.
gonna go to bed.
The Haziron in the back of your mind, Joseph, having chuckled at the death of this creature, just says to you, very subtly in the back of your mind, I was able to glean a glimmer of truth in this creature's last moments. Someone in this room is not as they appear.
I knew that from the start.
So only Smudge hears this, right?
Yeah.
Do we hear his responses? Do we
Yeah.
hear just his end? That's
I
awesome.
didn't say anything. I touch my holy symbol. I cast divine sense in this room.
Yeah. What does Divine Sense give you the ability to?
I'll look it up.
Detects any fiend, fey, or undead within like 60 yards or something like that? Celestials or something.
No location of celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah. You tell him, Smudge. Or
We're
not.
about to kill somebody again, aren't we?
I don't know.
Yeah,
we are.
like a boss.
Like a boss.
So you clutch your holy symbol, and you cast your senses out around you to try and sense any evil presence that's in the vicinity, and you absolutely sense an evil presence in the vicinity, but something clouds your senses as to determining exactly where it is. Certainly, it is very close.
An evil presence?
Particularly of a demonic variety. Fiendish.
Okay.
Is it possible to track it in this kind of area? Or find clues of it?
Doesn't Moonbeam reveal shapeshifters?
I haven't told anyone.
We didn't
Yeah,
do
like-
this yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Why would y'all cast it, you know?
So I put the sword away, but then I touch the sword and I say, which one?
Which one? What?
Want to share that with us?
That
Shut
out?
up.
I don't know.
Want to share that with
That's
us?
inappropriate.
The creature knew that there was something not right in this room. He knew something. A secret about one of these here present. One of them is not as they appear. Of that I am certain, though I could not probe deep enough to know who.
I'm gonna sort of ask Joseph, are you hiding something from the group?
Shut up.
So,
I didn't get anything.
Greyheart, you not got a reason to, like, suspect Joseph necessarily?
He's fucking mumbling to himself and saying, shut
He's
up.
going-
Oh, I see.
It's
Sorry,
the coin purse all
I don't-
over again.
You can roll an insight check, Greyheart, if you wanted to kind of have
Am
a
I
sword.
having a short rest while all this is going on?
14.
I'm
You
talking
can
to my
have a
bald
short
buddy
rest,
over
yeah,
here.
Consider a short rest.
Yeah?
Can I chop it up with the bald guy, you know? Talk about stuff.
Yeah, so Greyheart, you have noticed a slight, like, gradually over time you've noticed a shift in Joseph.
Yeah, everyone is
from
going
when
crazy.
you first met him to now. He is
It's
slightly
going
different.
demonic. I mean, everyone's noticed this.
And certainly something doesn't seem right about him right now. It does fill you with a little concern, but you can't put your finger on what the problem is.
No.
Talking to himself isn't a good sign.
I look to Alexander Armstrong and I say, Alexander, how well do you know the people in this room? And I like point to the council members.
Alexander kind of looks to you and says, I know them all extremely well. I've known them for years. All of them.
I look back to the Blue Gnome Group and I say, ready yourselves. One of the council members is a demon.
That is impossible. None of these people here present can possibly be what you're claiming.
You've been fooled.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna insight everything that with this fucking. Oh, natural.
Natural 20. You're pretty sure that Alexander is telling the truth. He looks as genuine as you've seen anybody. He's actually quite offended that you could say that, and a little bit scared of what you're suggesting.
Wow. I share that information with the group.
Can I do something here?
Yeah.
Just clearly just walking around, checking things out. What if, like where I'm standing at right now, if I just touch my holy symbol and do one of the cool little sayings I got, evil cannot hide from tears light, and I cast and I cast turn the unholy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Which is one of those. Boom!
Boom.
I don't know if that works or not.
Guys, it's Dorothy today.
Oh my god!
I need you. Okay, wisdom saving throw. So, what's your DC?
That's 14. So we'll see if he just. Okay. Just notch, not just touch my symbol. Guess not. No. Just keep it moving.
Greatheart, you're supposed to be some sort of demon hunter.
No, you.
One
you
of these
lead-
people is a demon.
You lead the show. It's all you.
Do what you do, Demon Hunter.
Was that some
Oh.
kind of spell? Alexander kind of steps up. I assure you, I can personally vouch for anyone here. None of them. We've met here for weeks, months, years, decades.
That would explain why you've gotten no progress done in 30 years.
You're suggesting that someone here.
Sabotaging it, you know?
I've known these people for years. None of them could possibly have done this. And they're all kind of around, like, shaking their heads in kind of disbelief and...
Wrath, what do you think?
Wrath kind of looks to you, he just kind of says, I couldn't believe it. And I've known these people for a long time. None of them would have done anything like this.
Someone could take someone's identity, maybe.
Aren't demons susceptible to holy damage?
Yeah, I could just go around and hit people.
Yeah, just smite you.
I mean, if, you know,
I
just
smite you, I smite you.
do a little bit of holy damage to everyone in the room, see who reacts.
Do a little holy
Then it'll all attack us.
It doesn't work that way. I can't hit everybody in this room.
Sure you can. Cut their hands.
Alexander kind of steps up to you and steps, like, out of his chair, takes a good few steps towards Greatheart and just kind of says, Listen, I would not advise that you harm the people in this room. We are very capable wizards, and though you and I are on the same side, I just encourage you not to forget that.
So, like I said, we'll never harm anyone here intentionally. We just.
One of you is not who you are. Supposed to be.
Joseph, where do you hear this from? Why do you think this?
Uref. I feel like it was a message from Hor.
Can I insight that?
I mean, you can do. Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna use this fedora for all it's worth, I swear.
Yes,
to God.
absolutely. Roll a deception check. Joseph?
On it. Six.
So, Greyheart, you kind of get the sense that Joseph might not be telling you the truth. You kind of get, just looking at him, he kind of looks like he might be pulling the wool over your eyes a little.
Oh, okay. Everyone, Joseph is lying.
What does he have to lie about? Why would he lie?
Stop telling the truth.
You know me. Why would I lie about
We
this?
know him a lot better than you, so I'm not gonna.
One of these wizards is a demon masquerading as a wizard. Raph,
Go around and just start
Raph,
cutting people.
Raph, you know these people. Do any of them seem suspicious to you?
Well, I mean, I don't think so. They look exactly like they've always looked. I mean, most demons are enormous, and I don't know of many demons that can shapeshift from an enormous size down to the size of a normal man or woman. I can't imagine it could be any of these people here. I mean, they would have to have enormous magical abilities to be able.
Yeah, but you're a
Yeah.
wizard. I mean, we've had wizards shapeshift to other people.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps one of you knows a spell to locate a demon?
Technically, I wasn't lying about what the whore was helping me out because I cast Divine Sense and I kind of realised there was a demon around.
You did?
Technically, wasn't
You
really
did?
a lie. I
No.
did
Talk to
that.
your sword.
Yeah, but then I
Yeah.
Yeah, the sword
Or-
told you, which
or
gave you the
showed-
information to look for
then
him.
whore. Yeah, just saying.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
From Gehart's perspective, he just has a sense that you're kind of concealing something. Not
Sure.
necessarily that you're lying whole ham, but certainly that you've got something going on for yourself. He has no idea what it is. As you
Can I,
kind of make that suggestion to Armstrong, though, he just kind of says, "No, I will not call my colleagues here, my friends, into question. That is out of the question. And be careful now. You're treading on dangerous territory."
Yeah, he's kind of a dick. Sorry about that.
Sir Armstrong, though, you have to understand. I mean, he has nothing to gain by lying about this. So why would he? I mean,
He has no evidence of anything. He's making wild
It's
accusations. He seems wide-eyed and wild.
he is
Alexander,
both those.
I am the chosen of Whore. My power comes from the divine, and Whore is telling me that one of you is wrong.
You're
Can I
getting
cast-
messages from God.
I'm a paladin. That's pretty much the gig.
Can I cast Divine Sense also, Caps?
Yes.
Nice.
Joseph, roll a persuasion check.
And I guess I'm sensing the same vicinity thing, right?
Yeah. You can tell there's demonic energy in the local area, but you're not quite sure where it's coming from.
15.
Armstrong kind of says, "Alright, if it'll put your mind at rest, we'll find some way to dispel illusion magic. Give us some time.
But nobody can leave this room.
I'll talk to Elian. She's our resident illusionist. She's good at this kind of thing. We'll find a way. If there's a way to dispel even the highest level illusion magic, she'll be able to do it. Isn't that right?" She kind of looks at him and she says, "Yes, yes. That's what I do. My predecessor was much better at it than me, but yeah, absolutely I can dispel any kind of illusion magic. Just give me a few moments and I'll see what I can do."
Alexander, can I point out that the wizard who is very good at illusion magic could be the wizard in disguise?
Valid point.
Then what do you suggest? What test would be good enough to set your mind at rest, Paladin?
Can I just say, in Abyssal, like, panic completely and be like, "There's an attack coming, we gotta run!" If someone react.
Okay.
What? What's happening?
You shout in an abyssal, and the only person that reacts to what you're doing is Damien. In his seat, he kind of looks to you, particularly concerned. He says, "Is something wrong? Are you okay?"
I'm sorry, sometimes I just go crazy.
All right. I mean, did you know what you were saying?
Did you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I read minds. I mean, that's what I do, and yeah, I could tell that you were in distress and saying there was an attack coming. What's wrong?
What language was I speaking?
I'm actually not sure. I don't think I've heard that language.
Then how do you know what I said?
I can read your thoughts. Only the very surface thoughts, but I could probe deeper. But it would take some work.
Yeah, bet you can. Just
That's kind of what I do. I can tell if someone's lying. I can tell what they're thinking to a certain extent, but not much deeper unless we do some work.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah. You think he's kind of telling the truth? He looks like a kind of honest man, really, as far as you can tell.
I want to kind of talk to Joseph across the room. Joseph. I sense it too. Something in this room is.
I raise my eyebrows at Greyhound, just like.
Isn't what it seems.
Greyhound.
We have a room full
Greyheart
of.
is not listening. Greyheart. They're talking to you.
Hey, douchebag.
Go fuck yourself. What?
Then he answers.
Ulrich said that he could feel something wrong, and I raised my eyebrows and kind of looked at you like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I sense something wrong here as well.
Alexander, have Ellen cast a spell, and perhaps you could monitor it, make sure she's doing the right thing.
Of course. I could. That's fine. Edra, how long do you need? I need. Just give me 10 minutes. I'll get prepared and I'll cast a lot of spells in a short period of time. And what happens next? We'll find out next time.
Hey!
Exciting.
Next time. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Batman!
Bit of a puzzle for the team to work out. Will we do it? Who knows?
Da-da.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further because Tooks has to go. He had to go because he has to go to work tomorrow. So we don't want to get too much further before that.
Yeah.
We came here for like an army of wizards, and by the time we kill this one that's a demon, there's gonna be like 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll
Team
find
Alex
more.
be like all over the place by then. We'll have like 2 wizards. One of them be Wrath.
But Wrath is a badass, though. We got like 4 Wraths. It'd be pretty sweet.
He
Yeah.
is badass. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when do you want to do the next one?
Are we going back to Sundays? I don't care, honestly. Whatever.
This weekend's gonna be an issue, just my mum is visiting.
Of course. You can do it next weekend, like 27th, 28th.
As long as we're done early.
Let me have a look.
Well, on Sunday it's relatively easy to finish.
Yeah, but we're getting up really early for the Oscars.
On the Monday.
Yeah, the Sunday night.
That's
So as
alright.
long as we're finished by like 8, it'll be fine.
27th.
8 or 9.
We could do Saturday.
Saturday work.
I
Me-
don't think Saturday's good for Jim.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
Sunday. The
The Sunday's fine as long as we finish by 9. Because
Sunday
then my
the-
mum's coming over.
28th at.
Oh, God. 2 weeks.
I
4?
know,
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
2 weeks away. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
11 a.m., Bill.
Okay.
It's always
Thank you.
5 hours.
That's
Every
that
time.
Fails me every time.
Okay, cool. Do we need to do XP or anything, or?
There is
Yeah, well-
XP to be had. I think probably the best way to do it is to let me kind of add it up
Yeah,
for you,
yeah.
and then otherwise I'll have you here for another half hour while I try and.
Oh, man, you guys didn't check for loot at the crime scene. Oh, my God.
Oh, guys.
Guys
they
are
were
slipping.
They were monsters.
Missed
weren't
the
they?
divine rapier. Sorry.
Sorry, Kaz.
Sorry, guys.
Can you let us know before
think we'll
long?
level-
Because
think we'll
we
level
might
up?
level up. Yeah. So we need to know so that if we
How
do
far
level
away
up,
from the level are you?
like 2,800.
Do you want me to do it now?
I don't care.
It
Well,
means
just
leveling
as
up
long
the
as you
next
let
one.
us know. So we have time to level up.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 weeks till next game. I
Yeah.
think we have
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. We
Yeah,
got
could be close actually. Looking at it, I don't think it's going to be quite there, but it'll be close-ish.
Okay.
Fine.
Cool.
Alright.
Alright, then.
Thanks, Cabs.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.